he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We've seen every kind of golf swing, some smooth, some, let's just say, innovative. And that's why Hagen Oaks offers Total Game Fitting. The TrackMan-powered player performance studio shows what your swing is really doing. Ping's Ball-Nemic Ball Fitter finds a ball that behaves. The Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio helps turn almost into yes. And FootJoy's 3D foot scanner builds stability from the ground up. At Hagen Oaks, we don't judge your game, we fix it. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Better fit, more fun. Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Most golfers practice their swing, but ignore the body swing in the club. We help golfers move better, get stronger, reduce pain, build power, and play longer. Join us for a free trial week and see how golf-specific training can help you support your body and your game. Try a class, meet the team, and find a right program for your goals. Call 916-802-5175 or visit golffitnesssolutions.com. Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope it'd go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Whoa. Okay. This one says you get a free phone if you switch. Hey, this one also says you get a free phone if you switch.
Yeah, they all do, hon.
Huh. The T-Mobile one says their customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years. And their latest experience plans have Netflix included, plus a year of Dash Pass by DoorDash.
Hang on, let me see that. Oh, yeah, we're switching.
That's what I'm talking about. Do we clap now, or...?
At T-Mobile, get savings that keep stacking up. That's value you can feel every day. And right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile and we'll give you $400 when you switch.
Savings based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 2021 to Q4 2025 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. $400 with new account on qualifying line. Unlock device credit ported 90-plus days with device and carrier. Entirely redemption required. Virtual MasterCard typically takes 14 weeks. No cash access and expires in 6 months. Card issued by Sunrise Banks N.A. Member FDIC. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the Drive, baby!
The Drive Guys, Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles. It's drive time with the Drive Guys.
Man, don't you just love a good mock draft? I love the fact that now some people doing mock drafts are doing a new one every day. And then they'll have one player like Michael Brown Jr. moves up the slot. Oh, in the new mock! Changes! Michael Brown Jr. rises in the new mock! Let's just get to the draft. Can we please?
Yeah.
Please, Alan?
I think we've passed the point where that stuff is helpful. Right? Because it's just so close. When it was early on, we were trying to figure out, okay, cool. Now we can talk about it and figure out what the Kings are going to do. We know that most of these trades, if not all of them, are going to happen on draft night. The workouts have happened. We haven't heard too much coming out of the workouts. I mean, Whitey, we're going to blink and this week is going to be over and we're going to be staring at the draft in the face. So at this point, what are we talking about?
Well, I'll tell you what people are talking about. Now I think people write about this, and they have to write about it, and they need to create content. Some people are writing about, well, what about the trade-ups? Here's what it would look like if the Kings gave their spot to somebody else. So now there's a lot of being written about what it would take to trade up, which implies that there are going to be trade-ups. I don't know if there actually are, but I think everything else is exhausted. You know, the first 7, 8, 9 picks, like everybody has a pretty good idea which way it'll probably go. So it's like, well, now what do we talk about? Oh, how about the trade ups?
Right.
Charlotte trading up. OKC trading up. Ooh, juicy.
Look, and I'll tell you this much. If y'all thought my victory lap on these finals was something else, if the Kings actually trade down, oh my goodness, you won't be able to handle it. You will not. Not you specifically, Whitey.
No, I would struggle. You're right.
If the King, now I don't think they will, but if they did, I would be just on another planet. On another planet. And it's not to say that I called it or anything else, but I always felt like there was so much talent in this draft. A team that lacks young talent could think about it once they did not get a top 4 pick. When we were, all those conversations were always with the caveat, even before we knew what was what, all those conversations were always with the caveat if they drop, right? Now, the conversation turned into, okay, well, I won't do it at 5, or I won't do it at 6, or I won't do it at 7. And that's what I always said. Once they got 7, let's have a conversation. That's just where it needs to be.
I don't think I'd do it. I definitely would not trade up, but trading down, I mean, at this point, it's like, well, all right, what does it look like? At this point, if you're the people that actually are making these decisions, you just have to be open to anything. By the way, 11th North here in the chat. Hello, still sad I missed a generational Fox rant from Alan, but we persevere.
Yeah, and also I tried to run it back. Well, we ran it back at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I know.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't the same.
I know, but, it might be on Sactown Sports app or something like that. You can find it somewhere. But it was something.
I think it might be because of the headphones are making your glasses kind of.
No, I think they are just. I think they
askew.
are. Are they? Is it? Am I going the right way or the wrong way?
A little bit. Is that intentional?
The right way?
Or,
no, it's not.
Yeah, you gotta.
This is the other way.
Yeah. We need to get a level for you so you can put it across the top.
There you go.
What in the world is Jeff Teague talking about? We know that Jeff Teague is a big Darius Acuff fan. He's on record as saying Acuff is the best point guard in the draft. He's on record as comparing Acuff's offensive game and scoring instincts to Dame Lillard. But on a new Club 520 pod, we can't. It doesn't sound very good, and he also swears. But he said, I got some reports on Acuff. People question his work ethic. People question his circle a little bit. They said some like his teammates at IMG didn't engage with him a lot.
Didn't bleep with him.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I don't know.
What are we supposed to do with that?
Whenever
That's just
I hear
gossip.
Yeah, the work ethic thing, don't love that. The circle thing, don't love that either. I just don't know if either of them are true, and if so, what we're supposed to do with that information.
I got a report. What does that mean? Does it mean someone told someone said, hey, that's what I heard? Is that all it is?
I think
what kind of report is it?
I mean, I think the problem is, too, if Darius Acuff, who already signed to Reebok and everybody was saying, the next Allen Iverson, the next this, the next that, these guys, there are so many eyes on them with social media and all of that. I'm just not really sure how we make it to the week before the draft and it's Jeff Teague breaking this news.
Right.
That's no disrespect to Jeff Teague, but this sounds as if Jeff Teague, and the way he's even saying it, right? It's not a report.
I got some reports on it.
Right. It's, hey, I talked to some people and couple, some players in high school didn't mess with him like that. He was only at Arkansas for 1 year.
People question his work ethic. Who? Why? Yeah. Right.
Who?
I'm with you.
Unless he's getting information that maybe there's a reason that he never crept into the top 4, and it's not because of his size. Maybe that's part of it. Just feels like in this day and age with everybody breaking news, we would have heard with everything that Darren Peterson has gone through. It's just, it doesn't seem likely that Acuff could have got this far with no conversation about that.
By the way, Emma Drock says, I have a feeling Alan is going to the shooting range after the show with those aviators on.
I just might.
Confirm?
I just
Hashtag
might.
Confirmed?
Oh, yeah. I just might. No, I can be dead red. Dead red.
Speaking of confirmed, I'm not going to say the name, but you can look it up if you care to. Somebody did local media that I hate it. We've talked about it. Sean Cunningham had to report that Acuff worked out for the Kings. Mm-hmm. And I think it was today. Today's the day I saw it. Somebody else in local media said, I'm confirming Sean Cunningham's report.
Trying to get me in trouble.
I don't like that, Alan.
Trying to get me in trouble.
Say what you don't like then, Whitey.
Now, I haven't.
I don't like it because it's like, you didn't do it. The other person did it, and you're just piggybacking.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, you can look up who did it.
Right.
Yeah.
I got some guesses.
Mm-hmm.
I got some guesses.
Yeah.
Stay out of it, Alan.
No.
This is Whitey's riff.
No, I'm not. Trust me, I'm staying out of it. My name Bennett, I'm not in it.
I think you share those feelings with me.
I for sure share those sentiments with you.
Because it's like, oh, you did something? Let me jump on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Right. Well, and it also said, was there a world where we weren't going to believe Sean? I've even seen them do it with Shams. Yeah. Look, thank you. Mm-hmm. But, now we can rest that this person has double confirmed
How
it.
can you do that and have an ounce of self-respect?
Whoa.
Somebody says, yeah, so-and-so. Oh, yeah, I confirmed it. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like days later.
Let me just ask the question this way. I'm staying out of trouble. Let me just ask the question this way.
Okay, fire away.
What is the point of you confirming what Sean said?
Oh, it's like you getting a little bit of the...
I have sources too.
Reflection of it. Yeah. I'm in the know too. I can confirm that. Yeah. I can confirm that
I'm going to start doing
somebody is confirming what...
I'm going to start doing that. Yeah. And if you read it, and Sean
reported.
Sean would never, hey, you want to confirm? Cool, do what you got to do.
I guess that's like, that's inbounds. That's fair.
Right.
It shouldn't be.
Well, because to me, the way somebody like me, I'll take and say, what, you think I'm lying? What do you need to confirm? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Hey, Sean said this, but now that I've confirmed it, it's definitely true. Like, I heard it too. If I hear something, we were having a conversation about most influential people in Sacramento. Right? And Sacramento sports. And I think I wanted to throw Amick out there the day after we had that conversation, but we talked about some news people. We talked about some media people, broadcasters, things like that. Sean Cunningham is right up there with you.
Your list, by the way, was roundly and soundly denounced because you had Dave on it.
I think Dave's on the list. I
don't know about Jay, but that's
Dave's on the list.
My sources said, wait, who's on his list? But all right, let me see the other list.
My point is, Sean Cunningham is right there. So if it was something...
Sean Cunningham is really good, and he's a great guy. I've known him a long time. He's not one of the most influential people.
Here's my thing, which is why I would find it somewhat disrespectful. If it was a non-local person that quote unquote broke something, and then a local person came in and said, hey, I also, I'm confirming I also heard this, because you would imagine that this local person has these local ties. That's one thing. If a local person already said it, you as another local person, you don't have
dismissive, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. It's well, did you think we weren't going to pay attention until you Almighty told us that it was actually happening?
Right.
So Sean is not the type of person that would get salty about that, but don't do that bleep to me.
Right.
Don't do
Sean's
it to
got
me.
skins on the wall.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying. If it's a national person, then I think you're inbounds, in style, out of style. I think if it's national, okay, cool. Where did they get this information? Whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
If it's a local person, I just don't know what is the point of what. Now I can sleep now. I mean, what are we talking about?
TC, Whitey always complaining about a bunch of nothing.
That's right, Whitey.
I don't think it is nothing, TC.
See, and TC, he trying to get me in trouble. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to fire me up on a Top of T.O. Tuesday.
Yeah, you may agree, you may disagree, but I think you agree that it ain't nothing. What I'm talking about ain't nothing.
In what capacity?
I think you agree that there's something to that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
A line is crossed.
I've said that, we had the conversation last week about, hey, if somebody asks a question, right? If somebody asks a question that, and by the way, I don't know who you're talking about. I have guesses, but I do not know who you're talking about. Just to make it clear for anybody that hears this.
Yeah.
But we had a conversation last week about, hey, if somebody asks a question in a media scrum or whatever, and you post about it, do you have to say, hey, so-and-so asked this question, which prompted this great answer? Most people say you don't have to say things, but somebody told me, hey, you need to say something if you got it from me. It's kind of the same idea there, right? I get it. You're saying, hey, I did, this person did get it first. And maybe it is more innocent than we feel, but just in this world of clicks, it's almost like latching on to something that you didn't have.
Right. The story's true. TC's like, oh, if Whitey doesn't agree with the source, then it's dumb. But I mean,
no, I don't
in this
think
case,
it's that.
This is accurate. It's just someone else like trying to, oh yeah, me too. TC, I think, is still kind of mad because that time I got mad about all the job reports. Yeah, and TC was the one that called, and I wasn't mad at him, but I think he's still upset about that. But speaking of Ja, let's see if he's on this list from Hoops Reference. The top 10, according to them, worst contracts in the NBA right now.
Okay.
Which could come into play here with draft day approaching. And, of course, the trade season. Teams can already trade. 10, they've got, doesn't mean this is right, they've got Kyle Kuzma. 9, Jeremy Grant.
I don't know why Kyle Kuzma. I mean,
I'll tell you what, yeah.
It feels like he hasn't been around in a while.
His deal isn't devastating in isolation. The problem is that even a mid-tier contract becomes problematic when the player attached to it struggles to consistently impact winning and isn't the best locker room presence. So this says.
Okay.
Jeremy Grant, 9. 8, Darius Garland. 7, Drew Holiday. 6,
Emmanuel quickly better be on that list.
Dejounte Murray. 5, Splash. Jordan Poole.
Okay.
Terrible contract.
All right.
4, here you go, TC. Ja Morant is 4th on this list of worst contracts. 3, Joel Embiid. 2, De'Aaron Fox.
So this is so
and number
crazy.
1, Paul George, according to Hoops Reference.
So this is so crazy because most of the guys on this list ain't playing. The fact that De'Aaron is healthy is crazy.
Right.
Because the reason Emmanuel quickly is not on it is because it's an overpay, but he is playing. So
I see your
Garland
point.
misses.
These guys aren't worth it because they don't play.
Right. Garland misses a ton of time, it feels like. He had the toe thing for a lot of the time in Cleveland. Obviously, Joel Embiid, Paul George. So the fact that De'Aaron's on this list when he plays, Poole, I don't know if he's hurt or they just said, please don't play. So,
or if he just said, I'm good.
So the fact that De'Aaron is on this list, look, I would say, even for me, a little reactionary. But the fact that De'Aaron's on this list is crazy.
Man, Jordan Poole had a rough year. And I bet you he's like, I'm okay with it.
I mean,
that's his right. That's his right.
But he's not telling people, don't play me, right? The way he plays, they say, we can't play you. But, he didn't give himself that contract. The Wizards had no clue what they wanted to do. And now he's on a Pelicans team, and the Pelicans, I guess, are just waiting for it to he's just a contract now.
The thing about De'Aaron, I'm not overly familiar with their cap situation. I'd have to look into it. I'm assuming they're okay. If they're, not up against it, then, they're okay with that contract. They have to feel very confident that he's going to play better than that. He had a terrible finals, and everybody's going off on him. Everybody is. I get that. But I think we're going too far when we say, De'Aaron Fox, he's horrible. They need to get rid of him right now. He's the worst player ever. But that's kind of what a lot of us are doing. You've been very consistent in you didn't think he's that good. So I respect that. But I do think, by and large, a lot of people are overreacting when you got Knicks fans making De'Aaron Fox
no, that's
Knicks
crazy.
jerseys. I get it,
and
but I still think it's an overreaction.
And stitched.
Yeah.
Those were legitimate De'Aaron Fox Knicks jerseys. Literally stitched. So, man, just a rough go. He'll be all right, though. He'll be all right. I don't think he deserves to be that high on the list.
I don't know if you believe that or you're trying to be nice.
I mean, he making $60 million a year. He'll be all right. I don't know about his basketball career, but as a human, I think he'll be all right. You don't got to worry about money. But as a player, where we were having conversations about is De'Aaron as good? Who's better, De'Aaron or Devin Booker? Who's better, De'Aaron or Donovan Mitchell? He's not in those category anymore, fellas. He ain't in that category anymore. I don't even know what type of conversations. Who is the best player De'Aaron is better than right now? And I know, like I said, his value is in the trash right now. But I have no clue. All the guys all those tier 2 type of dudes that we used to argue back and forth on, last year, there were arguments about De'Aaron versus Tyrese Halliburton. Now, we got to see Tyrese play again. We want him to get better, get healthy. But I don't know who the best player is that De'Aaron is better than. Not right now.
I have a thought here. It might get me in a little hot water, but okay.
You already started out spicy in the chat. The chat trying to pull in who they talk about. This is no they.
Everybody knows who I'm talking about.
This is no they.
Everybody knows who I'm talking about. I just don't want to say it on the radio, but everybody, you can look it up.
This is no they. I am actively running from the smoke on this fine Tuesday.
I think this is encouraging for Kings fans because let's face it, ownership here is not thought of the most highly around the league for lots of whatever reasons. James Dolan has been reviled around the league and in New York for a long time. And the Knicks have been terrible. And he had a hand in a lot of that. They just won the championship.
Right.
That's encouraging. So that shows that even with an owner that people don't like or don't think knows what he's doing, you can still turn things around and win a freaking championship.
I mean, I'll meet you in the middle.
I choose to be encouraged by that.
I'll meet you in the middle when it comes to being successful, even if people have questions about their owner. But the championship thing, Whitey, it's still New York. They still got Brunson to come there. I know his pops is there. But, the championship thing, I don't know about that. But, yeah, the idea
of – you can turn things around.
You can turn things around. No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. You can still be successful with, different types of ownership. We'll say it that way.
It comes down to having the right people in charge and letting them do their
Just let them go.
Yeah.
Just let them go. Now, Dolan did pop up towards the end with the watch parties and all that, but he didn't pop up until they were in the finals.
Alan, your thoughts? He apparently suggested to his players that no, intercourse.
He was joking.
For 10 weeks. Your thoughts?
I mean, boxers do it. It keeps your
women weak in legs. You ever seen Rocky?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mick?
Yeah.
Call me Mick. Women weak in legs.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, energy can harness itself in different ways.
Yeah. I believe if there's any science on that, it shows that, no, you're actually better not abstaining from things that are healthy for you. Your thoughts?
I feel like both ways, yeah. I can see both sides of it. I can see,
Well, it sounded like he was kidding, but he was kind of suggesting like, hey, I can't really say this.
Right. They said he was kidding.
Yeah.
They said he was kidding. I would argue, dude, do whatever it is that got you to the finals. Don't change anything now. I think that's what a lot of people do. They get somewhere they haven't got somewhere they've never been before, then they want to switch stuff up. And they end up losing because that's not how you've been. I'll never forget, we were in JUCO. I think we were the number 1 seed in the state. And I wasn't playing quite yet because we were 30-5, something ridiculous like that. Sent dudes to Pepperdine, got drafted, all that. We hosted.
Just think if you were playing.
I was 35. He told me I showed up late. That's when I left Sonoma State. So they had already, the season was about to start. JUCO got crazy rules. But they told me if a righty was on the mound, I would have started that first game. Now, what happened was, Whitey, we never had walkout songs. And because it was state playoffs, all right, let's do walkout songs. Everybody had walkout songs, changed up the mojo. What we had been doing all season, lost. Had no business losing to San Jose City, but we lost. You got to just do whatever it is.
You lost because of the
I'm saying you did stuff you weren't normally doing. Just do whatever it is that got you there. Just do whatever it is that got you there.
Do you remember when the Bulls were winning all their championships? How old were you? Were you watching all that? Were you
I was, 6, 7?
Okay.
Years old? 6, 7, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a story today I saw in The Athletic, and they're talking to the members of the Bulls who won the 3 championships, then the Rockets won 2, then they won 3 more. They were talking to them about that song they play when they introduced the starting lineup, which is Sirius by Alan Parsons Project. And Luke Longley was on the team. He said, man, that song helped me get focused. He said, if you're Michael Jordan, doesn't matter what they play.
Right.
He said, if you're Luke Longley, it helps.
See?
And the players on the team said, yeah, Phil didn't want us to lose at home. And we'd start playing that music, and you could see the guys on the other team looking up at the scoreboard, and now! And he said, we had already won.
Right.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. As soon as you do it. It goes back to your skeleton key thing that you say all the time. Now, in the moment, our coach didn't say anything, but after the series was done, he said, we will never have walk-up songs
Well, I guess
again.
I guess, especially when you're younger, it's just something to take your focus off what it should be on, right?
Right.
You're going up to the plate, it's like, oh, how's my music sound?
Yeah,
No.
right.
Who's on the mound? What do
If
they
you
throw?
haven't been doing it all season. If you had it all season, that's one thing, And
Who
now
was your skipper? Was it Tony Vitello?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Tony Vitello, Tony Luca. Shout out Tony Luca. But
It's not like I'm running into the manager going, hey, man, you're doing a great job.
man, the Giants, it just is a nightmare over there. See, this is why y'all are trying to get me in trouble all the time. Now 916 on the text line is trying to send me one of those Fox Knicks jerseys. Now they
Oh, that's nice. You should have one.
Should I, though?
You've earned one.
What if I just rolled up, though?
Well, you come in here and you wear it backwards.
What if I wear it backwards? Or maybe it's just hanging. Maybe it's just hanging in the stew. We just got it hanging on the studio.
That's what happened to De'Aaron.
We should replace the current De'Aaron Fox jersey with the Knicks one.
Things turned for De'Aaron Fox when Matt took his jersey home.
You know what? Again,
I don't know
why
if that
do you
lines
say
up,
this
but
stuff?
I'm rolling with it.
Why do you saying all this in this segment? Not me, but I do think there's a timeline there. The timeline is not crazy far apart.
Right. Yeah. Who took the Fox jersey? I did. Whose is it? It was mine now. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't mine, so
he got out of here quick too. He booked it because I didn't know what happened because the Cardwell jersey went up and the De'Aaron Fox jersey was floating around. I think you snitched, Whitey. Said, "Hey Matt, who has the jersey?"
Well, it belonged to somebody.
And
I figured.
You always know when someone is not playing because he never broke stride. He just kept walking to his car.
I've never seen him move that.
He just kept walking to his car, and we were, all right, we'll see ya. Man, you might be onto something, Whitey. Was that one signed? No, I don't think that one was signed.
I believe it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Otherwise, I don't think it would have been up there.
Wow. Now I wonder, whenever, and I don't know about the whole bleep Wemby thing when they were cheersing and Wemby not saying, Wemby not shaking hands with anyone, not even Sohan. I don't know if we're anywhere close to a rivalry, but I'm just wondering how many Knicks Fox jerseys is De'Aaron going to see next season?
Jay, did you see your guy Sohan and Al's guy Sohan? He ran to the tunnel as the Spurs were leaving because he used to be on the team, of course, and he's trying to shake their hands, and he turns around and goes, "They don't even want to talk to me."
I didn't see that.
They all walked right by.
He was dang near in the tunnel.
He ran after them to hey, and he turned back to his teammates. They don't even want to talk to me, and they just kept on going. Yeah.
Suckers.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he was saying some slick stuff during it. I don't know. But, yeah, all's fair, I guess, in love and basketball.
When we come back, a look at the 3 trades that turned the Knicks into champions and what we thought of them at the time. Next, we're just getting warmed up on Sactown Sports.
The X Games are coming to Sacramento. Join Kayla Anderson at Sactown Sports 1140 at Cal Expo from June 26th through the 28th to watch the top action sports athletes in the world go head-to-head with 3 days of high-octane competition, BMX, skateboarding, and Moto X, plus live music from global electronic music icon Cascade, Grammy-winning producer Artist Mustard, and DJ Subtronics. Get your tickets today at xgames.com. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Struggling to find your perfect Ram truck? Look no further. Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland has the best selection of hard-to-find Ram heavy duties. And right now you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s. Your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $10,500 dealer discount. Incentives include $500 on the job upfit for eligible upfit, 1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in. 10 of the net savings. See dealer for details.
Join Sactown Sports 1140 and Super Taco on June 17th at 1 p.m. for the ultimate soccer viewing party. Cheer on England or Croatia. Score team jerseys and prizes. Enjoy great food and wear your colors. Super Taco on Franklin Boulevard, June 17th and 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
Remember the days of real country music? Now you can get your favorite classic country every day on 105.1 HD3 The Ranch. Listen to The Ranch on the free KNCI app or anytime at 105.1 HD3.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please, don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-881-8686. That's 800-881-8686. 800-881-8686.
Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good night's sleep.
It's time for your Sactown Scouting Report, breaking down the top prospects for the Sacramento Kings ahead of the 2026 NBA Draft.
Second round bigs.
The Kings found real value last year with Maxime Reynaud in the second round and Dylan Cardwell after the draft. Scott Perry was also part of a Knicks front office that found Mitchell Robinson in the second round. So this is a clear spot worth watching. Whether it's rebounding, rim protection, shooting, or one clear NBA skill, there are bigs later in the draft who could still make sense for Sacramento.
Read the entire breakdown from Brendan Nunez right now at SactownSports.com. Presented by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Way to go, Alan. Now Matt George is texting me. Thank you, Matt George. Matt George, first of all, says, are you just kidding? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Why are you stressed?
Because
you haven't even done anything.
Stretch zone.
No. Look,
You're in the
man.
stretch zone,
Is that
Alan.
at 5 or can we do that now?
It's already started.
Look, man.
Stretchy B zone.
I'm. You know how I get down, Whitey. For me, it's peacetime right now.
So how do you get down? I don't know. Whitey might, but I don't.
There have been some. I've had my share of spicy Tapatio situations. Now I have to see it coming in order to prepare. Right? You know what this is like, Jay? You know, you out at the club or whatever it is, and you weren't prepared. Your homeboy gets into it with someone, and you thought it was just going to be a chill night. And yo, I thought we were, whoa. I thought we were, it's a kickback. I wasn't prepared. You know, when peacetime, when there's a break in peacetime, I let Whitey know there's a break in peacetime. That's all.
Well, and people are right. They know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's like the designated tonsil.
Well, and I'm sticking up for Sean Cunningham, who reported about the ACUF workout, and then somebody locally, and I know the guy, I'm friends with the guy. He said, I can confirm that. And I just think, what? It's almost like saying, yeah, there's, just in case you thought that wasn't true. Yeah. I don't know. There's a level of grandstanding and disrespect to it to me. Maybe it is practiced all the time.
Right.
But me, it's like, come on. And Sean, my friend too. But Matt George texted. First of all, he said, the only one who would appreciate the Fox jersey took it. And I said, that's fine. We're just kidding around. But he said, I can say that in news, we were told to confirm reports from other publication stations so that we could report on it as well without being accused of stealing or not doing the research ourselves. Okay. But all that James Ham did was he just said, I can confirm Sean's report from last week. And to me, okay, maybe that's well in bounds. Maybe everyone says that's great. And like I say, he's my friend. But to me, I see that and I go, that's just not necessary. That's all I'm saying. It's not necessary. And to me, there's a level of almost disrespecting the person who reported it because you're suggesting, just in case, I verified it.
Yeah, okay, well.
Maybe that's just me.
If I were to argue the other side, if we do say, now this is different because this isn't a rumor as if the Kings are interested or something else. ACUF either worked out or he didn't. So I think that's probably the best argument, right? If it was a conversation of, hey, the Kings are interested in ACUF, right? Or the King, if it was a conversation of, hey, the Kings are thinking of trading up for ACUF, and it was a report, right? Obviously, we don't know whether it's going to happen or not. So if another person then said, hey, I heard this too, assuming they have two different sources, that would make more sense to me than the ACUF thing because he either worked out or he didn't. There's no question as it's not a rumor. He either worked out or he didn't.
Yeah, we'll move on from it. People were reacting, And I feel strongly about it. And that's just how I feel.
I'm glad
I said,
you
maybe
do.
that's well in bounds, but to me, it's like, that's just not necessary.
Yeah.
Here's what we have here from
that's Whitey who feels very strongly about it.
Very strongly. Yeah. If I said something like, I can confirm that Kingston Flemings was at the complex yesterday, and then you came out 2 days later and said, I can confirm that, I'd go to you and go, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
No, I hear you.
But you wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't. I would not do that. But I've been on this in any capacity for anybody. Once we get information, we have the information. When it's something concrete like a workout or something like that, or something that has happened, we got it.
Yeah.
The rumor stuff, I think, is more of a question of, oh, okay, so somebody else is hearing this too. But he was either here or he wasn't.
Right.
It's black and white.
Right.
That is what it is.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people do it. He happens to be the person who did it today. I know a lot of people do it. I don't care for it. Here we have...
It's your prerogative. Let them know.
Yes. The top 3 blockbuster trades that set up the Knicks championship. I'm also wondering, Alan, if you can remember how you felt about them at the time. First of all, we had the OG Anunoby trade. And that was... I remember when this happened because remember the Kings had been linked to OG Anunoby. And it was OG Anunoby from Toronto, and it was R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley for Anunoby. That was a trade in essence. What did you think of that at the time? I thought, man, they got Anunoby pretty cheaply, to be honest with you.
Right. But again, honestly, I'm not trying to do it, but it was similar to a Fox thing in a way where it's, hey, you're going to get a decent deal. You're probably going to be in what at that time was viewed as an overpay. You're gonna have to overpay OG Anunoby in order to get him at this asset.
You mean
price
financially?
Tag. Yes. Yeah. So that's how I think they quote unquote got away with it.
July 2024, 5 unprotected Knicks first-round picks, a Bucks 2025 first-round pick for Mikal Bridges. What'd you make of that?
I think that's still pretty bad.
I know. I still can't believe it. But they won the championship. So at that point, it's like, we're good. It worked.
So it doesn't matter where your assets were dispersed or how the return asset performed, just whether you win or not.
I heard a term once used to describe baseball trades. You know, like, do you trade prospects for a guy? Flags fly forever. The Knicks are champions, 2026 champions forever.
Does that make it a good trade?
I think it does, because that's the whole idea. That's what you're trying to do. They hadn't won one in 53 years, and they won one. And maybe that, in a way, comes back to bite them. To me, if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm saying, it was worth it.
Yeah. Well, it definitely is worth it for them. It's just, was it objectively a good trade? I'm looking at it from how Mikal Bridges performed. You're looking at it as if it doesn't really matter.
This is just the Knicks version of, Les Snead and the Rams, F them picks, right?
Yeah. And Mikal Bridges was on IG Live having a lot of fun yesterday, and yeah, he said bleep them picks a couple times. So
did he?
Yeah. So hey, they won it. They won it, so that's all that matters.
The third and final blockbuster that set up the Knicks championship: Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, a Pistons first-round pick for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, that's the winner. That's the big winner. And again, a lot of people didn't want Cat because he's Cat and he's soft and he has 4 different voices, but also he is making a lot of money too.
Mm-hmm.
He is. And even when we looked at him for potential trades in Sacramento, you kind of forget, he is making a pretty penny.
I thought that was a decent deal for them because they got off of Julius Randle, and he's a wonderful guy and he's a very talented player. When I watch him, I feel like, I don't know how much he's helping his team win. And I think it's interesting that now looks like Minnesota may be looking to move on from him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
they gave up a lot to get Cat, and then they had to pay Cat a lot. But at the time, I saw the wisdom of that.
Right. And I mean, the Cat conversation, that was the Timberwolves not wanting to pay him that extension that they gave him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Knicks said, we'll do it. And to me, even though he cooled off in the series, I think he did enough to where, this was clearly worth it.
Mm-hmm. All right. NBA champions. It's worth it, Alan.
Worth it every time.
Yeah. You don't think the Kings, let's say they had to give up all their draft picks, but they're going to win a championship within 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when you put it like that, then the Mikal Bridges thing doesn't really matter what he did.
Mm-hmm.
All that matters is the end result.
Did the A's games in Vegas last week show that the new Vegas park is going to be a home run haven? Actually, it did not. We'll look at that when we come back to Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Exercise and golf have been two important activities in my life. I opened Golf Fitness Solutions in 2013 to help my fellow golf enthusiasts improve their posture, relieve their pain, gain strength and endurance, and most importantly, hit the ball farther. From beginners to professionals, I've had success working with all ages and all skill levels, and I can help you too. Located in Carmichael, call us at 916-802-5175 or go to golffitnesssolutions.com.
As we roll into summer, there's a new opportunity for you to get a new truck at a great monthly payment at Folsom Chevrolet. At Folsom Chevy, they're now offering 0% financing for 5 years on every new 2026 Silverado half-ton in stock. 0% financing on a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, LT, RST, High Country, you name it. Together, let's drive. Must finance with GM on approved credit, $16.67 per 1,000 finance. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends July 7, 2026.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Typically, a high handicapper carries an index of 20 or more. Golf Monthly's Barry Plummer offers 4 tips if you're tired of that high handicap. First, choose the right equipment. Invest in a 5-wood, which is more forgiving than a 3-wood or a 3 hybrid. It's a much better option for getting the ball in the air. Second, play for bogey on par 5s. Break the longer holes into manageable chunks, perhaps aiming to hit the green with 4 easy swings while also navigating away from the trouble along the way. 3, leave the sand wedge in the bag for chipping. Up and down percentages are almost twice as good when chipping a 9-iron over a sand wedge, and 3.5 times better with the putter. And finally, stop leaving your putts short. A 20 handicapper leaves 55% of their missed putts short of the hole. Give yourself a chance with every attempt and don't leave another putt short. Try these simple tips and let's see whether your handicap starts to come down. And have some fun out there. That'll help too. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see, the new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
Who says Halloween has to wait? It's Summerween with the Sacramento River Cats on Saturday, June 27th at Sutter Health Park. Get ready for spooky fun, summertime baseball, and a night unlike any other at the ballpark. Don't miss Summerween. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sports with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
I know I said we're going to talk about the A's, and we will, but I just saw this, Brett Huff retweeting this or mentioning this, that according to Kevin O'Connor, Keaton Wagler working out for the Kings this week, Alan.
Let's go.
He says, Kings are working out Keaton Wagler this week, according to league sources, though Acuff remains the favorite for the Kings. They might have to trade up to get him. Franchise is doing its due diligence. Wagler could be available. Wagler became the orchestrator of a high-powered Illinois offense. Blah, 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 blah. So, Wagler needs to overcome a lack of traditional athleticism, and teams question just how special he is as a shooter, too, according to Kevin O'Connor. So, Keaton Wagler could be coming.
Didn't we report that last week?
That's what I thought.
We reported that last week.
That's what I thought.
They doing the same thing to us. Nah, playing. We're talking about he was coming out the Clippers, and they said common sense means he's going to come.
That's right.
West Coast,
yeah.
It's going to happen. Ain't nothing news, man. We put that out there. I need to just start tweeting, man. I'm not that type of dude, but I need to just start letting some information go.
That's what I'm saying.
But didn't you have like really informed? It was speculation, but it was like the way these work. He's probably coming.
Yeah, just being in offices.
Yeah. But that's all I need.
And then you can run with it.
Then I'll say as at J.
Oh, you got to say sources, man.
Yeah.
You doing it all wrong already.
Here's somebody who says, I don't think the confirmation hurt spreads the info to a different group of followers. Okay. I guess it's just me.
I think what it is you're looking at it as a media member, and it's hard to get this information, and this information is gold, and it puts you in different conversations, and it builds trust with fans and things like that. Fans and listeners probably aren't going to view it the same way you view it.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
It's just, hey, more people are going to, cool. Multiple people know that it's going to happen. All right, cool. But from your perspective or from others that are in the business, you might look at it and say, hey, well, I already got it. So what's the confirmation about?
I thought the common narrative was that the Kings are going to sit at 7. Not that anybody knows for sure. Perhaps they don't even. But what was conventional wisdom was stick and pick. Mm-hmm. And now I think because, it's more interesting to write about, I think there's been more talked about, they could trade up. What if they trade? Hey, what if they trade up? What would it take to trade up? I just don't think they're gonna.
Right.
We'll find out soon enough.
We're also hearing, what if they trade down?
Yeah, which seems more likely to me than trading up.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, just because of what you'd have to give up?
Yeah, trading up, I got to give something up. Trading down, if I play it right and I'm lucky, I'm getting more.
Yeah. Now you're starting to see it my way.
Yeah, I've always kind of seen what you're saying, but I haven't been on board with it.
And you're still not, to confirm.
I'm open to it. I'm not open to trading up. Trading down, I'm open to it. Let's talk.
Wow.
Who are we talking about?
How
can I?
3 months. 3 months.
Well, wait, not really. I mean, are you saying no matter what, trade down? Of course not.
No, I never said, no. I never said that. But you said at 7, you would not trade down. You did say that before.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what changed?
Just looking at the level of talent. And also a big part of it is this. They apparently are really enamored of Acuff, and I'm not sure I'm as enamored of him. That's all. But I think they stick and pick.
Yeah. When it comes to the past, the present, and the future, and how those things tend to align, is there any world...
What? What does that even mean?
What do you mean?
When it comes to the past, the present, and the future, and how they
align...
Well,
let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish then.
All right.
Jeez. I can confirm at Whitey keeps cutting me off when I'm about to land the plane.
All right.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about you confirm that, Whitey?
You were in the wrong airport.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Sac International.
This is Mission Control. Buddy, you're in the wrong airport.
Alec came in on the Concord Airport.
It's out there.
I know.
It's out
JSX,
there.
baby.
Hey, they like Jet Suite X. Let's go. Hey, we out to Vegas, baby. Jet Suite X. What I was going to say was everybody, the past. Everyone keeps bringing up, Well, the last time the Kings traded down, it was a disaster. And now nobody wants to trade down again because it was such a disaster, even though that was years ago, different regime. So that's how the past aligns with the present and the future. Nobody wants to do it because it didn't work last time, but that has nothing to do with what could happen this go round.
I agree with that 100%. I don't agree that that's the only reason why people don't want to do it. I mean, if that's the reason why
that's the first thing. That's the first thing ever. Somebody said it yesterday on the text line. Mm-hmm. Remember last time they traded down? It's the number one thing I hear when I bring down trade down for what? Every single time. Well, remember what happened last time?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
What did happen last time? What are we talking about? Are we talking about
when they traded down? When they had they pulled a Nets.
Yeah.
Where they had they ended up with 3 first-round picks. It was De'Aaron. And then they traded down.
They got the 10th pick in the DeMarcus trade, and then they spun that off for a couple picks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it did not work.
And they got Frank Mason III and the guy from
Josh Jackson. Yeah.
That's him. Yeah.
Josh Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work.
Or is it Josh Jackson? 2 double J's. Is that the guy from North Carolina?
North Carolina?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it didn't work.
That was a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying, but that's the number one.
Like 9 years ago, right?
Oh, Alan. Remember what happened last time? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. This is a completely different draft. If somebody, and that's what just scares me so much, and not to bring up your Niners, but hey, just trade up and Justin Jackson.
Yeah.
There you go. Justin Jackson. Hey, but there is a Josh Jackson in the league.
I think
but
it's
that's
Justin
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
He was the Suns,
Wasn't it
right?
Justin
That's
Jefferson?
right. That's right. Well, clearly it didn't work.
Josh Jackson came from Prolific Prep out here.
That's right. Well, clearly it didn't work out because we can't remember the brother name. So that tells you all you need to know. But, trading up, hey, we just got to get something, what the Niners did. Hey, one of these quarterbacks will work. Hey, we could just stay at 7. One of these guards will be good. No, that scares me.
Mm-hmm.
That scares me. But I don't know. That's why, to your point, Whitey, giving up capital to move up, you better really like someone. Giving up capital for Acuff.
You're right, Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson. Yeah, and remember what they did. They also got Harry Giles and Frank Mason with the 34th pick. But at the time, the Kings really promoted the fact that all our guys are from the Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
We got Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, and Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, that didn't matter. So I'm open to trading down. I'd rather stay where I am, but it depends what we're talking about.
Yeah. I know.
I consider it.
Yeah. And who do you like? Is it LeBaron and Philon? Do you think Braden Burries is going to be down there for you? But do you really need a traditional point guard? What about Bennett Sturts? Are you a Bennett Sturts?
Not as much as the guy I work with.
If you can give me Bennett Sturts and Alan Graves, I'll go to work with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to work with that. Now, you'd have a bunch of egg on your face if any of those guards, if multiple guards end up balling, you'd have a ton of egg on your face.
It's so hard to say because we don't know where you end up. Who am I trading with? Where am I ending up? I do like Okori from Stanford.
A lot of people like him.
Yeah.
A lot of people like him.
But like at 14 or whatever, it's like that'd probably be overdrafting him. So
right. Mm-hmm. That's a weird thing about the Hornets. Where they are, it'd have to be a mini reach for Bennett Sturts. And how excited would fans be with the Bennett Sturts? And then whoever you get second, Alan Graves or whoever, because obviously the Hawks ain't going to give you anything, right? With what are they, 8-23? So that's the only thing. I wish there was somebody out there with, I don't know, 9-13. That would be really nice.
Here's a question everyone's thrown around. I think Dave was talking about it. I think Matt George might even have been talking about it. From Michael, Drive Guys, either you trading Levine and is expiring for Fox and that albatross straight up.
No,
of course not.
No.
I think for some Kings fans, maybe it just makes them feel better about everything, Ha-ha!
Oh, yeah.
You'd rather have Levine than De'Aaron Fox right now.
Yeah, and maybe he will make us all eat our words, but we got time to wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
We got time to wait for that, but ain't nobody doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You'd have to look at Joel Embiid conversation, a trade like that, something like that. But Sixers got Maxey, so.
Alan, is there any way you can put together a super trade with Charlotte where you trade down and also send them Domas and just cross a lot of items off your shopping list?
I mean, that's gonna take a little bit of manufacturing.
But if anybody can do it,
it'll be me. We got a long show, so we got time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just to clarify on that trade, yes, the Kings had De'Aaron Fox. They got the 15th pick, Justin Jackson. They got the 20th overall pick, Harry Giles. And then Frank Mason, who I mentioned, was a 34th overall pick.
That literally was the Nets. The Nets didn't have anyone as high as 5, but that's literally what the Nets just did. And I think that's a better argument. Now we have two situations where two teams have tried to go super value in the first round, and it did not work either time. Well, we don't know about the Nets yet, to be fair, but it did not work for the Kings outside of De'Aaron Fox.
So now you're against it.
No, I'm against whatever the hell that is, but you just trade down for 2 picks. It's simple, not whatever the hell the Kings did there.
You know who they actually drafted there, but they drafted him for Portland, I think. Zach Collins at 10.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Zach Collins went at 10.
At least he didn't pop. That would have been even worse.
Mm-hmm. When we come back, the Knicks and Spurs produce some historic numbers, and we'll look at those when we come back and roll on. Don't go away.
Once again, the bright lights of New York are calling. And Alan Stiles is ready to answer.
You know, I'm talking to my guy Michael Scotto, and I want to chop cheese. And, you know, if I get my coffee, then I go down to Bodega. I say I need a bagel with lox. Let me get some lox.
So, how about those Knicks?
Hey, you see Brunson last night? Forget about it. Hey, OG Anunoby, where'd he come from? I don't know, B.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get ready for the Expo sale at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, June 17th through 20th. For 4 days only, save big on everything you need for your food service operation. Shop huge discounts on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, indoor and outdoor furniture, commercial cooking tools, glassware, tableware, and much more. Plus, meet factory reps and enter for giveaways. It's all happening at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, 951 Richards Boulevard. Everything is on sale. Don't miss the best savings opportunity of the year.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents as local but they're in L.A., red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
At Big O, when tire trouble is what you're focused on, our team of experts say, bring it on. Now through July 5th, come into our Tread White and Blue sale and get $100 in instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nitto, Toyo, and Cooper brand tires with installation purchase. Plus, get our Fuel Economy Saver package with any purchase, along with a fuel system treatment free. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for pricing. A full tank of gas is required to properly perform the fuel system treatment at the store. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
You can buy golf clubs anywhere, but buy clubs that fit the shelf instead of your swing. That's why Hagen Oaks offers total game fitting. TrackMan dials in your driver and irons. Ping's Bolemic Ball Fitter finds your perfect golf ball. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio helps you roll it true. And FootJoy's 3D foot scanner matches you with balance and stability. Whether you're a beginner or accomplished, your best game starts with the right fit. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Better fit, more fun. Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Mark your calendars because MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is landing at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Witness nearly 100 of the world's best athletes compete in skate, BMX, and Moto X events and catch live music performances by global electronic music icon Cascade on Friday night and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard and electronic music producer and DJ Subtronics on Saturday night. Don't miss MoonPay X Games. Lock in your tickets now at xgames.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Woo, we made it through a contentious first hour. You know how it is with Alan these days. But here we are. Now, Alan did say he was going to work on a theoretical just mega trade with the Kings and Charlotte that would take care of many of the Kings' offseason concerns. Were you able to come up with something, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, this is just during the break here, and I don't know if Charlotte would do it, or I don't know if the Kings would do it, but basically it's the same trade that we talked about last week, just with pick swaps. So you would be trading Domantas Sabonis and the 7th pick for Miles Bridges, Josh Green, and Charlotte's 2 firsts, and you'd be telling Charlotte, well, you didn't want to give us any first for a Domantas Sabonis trade, so the value that you're receiving is getting to move up to 7 because you're taking on the Domantas Sabonis contract.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just based on money, I don't know. Maybe you have to throw Charlotte. Maybe Charlotte feels, no, that's not enough value, so you have to give Charlotte one of your seconds. Maybe that's it. I really wouldn't want to give up a second, but maybe you give up that lesser second, the second one, and you say, hey, all right, you get you'll get one of our second rounders, our 7th pick, and Domantas Sabonis for Bridges, Green, and your 2 first rounders.
You're essentially taking what Sam first reported, and then was it Michael Scotto who followed up on that?
Yes.
That deal, and it's 2 separate deals. You're kind of glomming them together.
Pretty much.
Where the Kings like, hey, do you want Sabonis? Charlotte, well, if you want to get our 2 firsts, that ain't going to happen. Well, Kings, what if the 7th pick's involved? It's like 2 separate trades kind of.
Right, and maybe that second rounder, not the first one, of course, but that second rounder, if it gets it done, if the Kings are that thirsty to move off of Sabonis, I don't know if the Hornets would do that, but if there's somebody that they see there, whether it's Mara at 7, somebody like that, I think I can see both sides saying, why not? I can see both sides saying, I think we're good.
I can't imagine Scott Perry being really desperate to move off of salary and to create cap space in order to pursue a free agent this offseason. I don't know that it's that pressing, but there may be somebody out there that he feels like, oh, man, I got to make a run at this guy. They only have right now, I think it's the $6 million. So they're probably going to be a taxpayer the way it looks right now. So you'd have the $6 million taxpayer mid-level, which isn't going to get you much.
No.
So if you want it, there is somebody out there, Mr. Robinson, I had Moon. I'm just spitballing. I have no idea. I have no reason to think they would be. Then you would have to do something, and they might have to get a little desperate to move off of some of that money.
Yeah. So, that's something I just quickly came up with.
Thank you. Yeah.
You think
we have to get the wheel? We haven't.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
We're going to do it after.
I said we should do the wheel of trades, and then
after the
Jay
draft
went and got it, and I just left it over there. So
where'd it go?
Isn't it face down right there?
Oh, there.
Yeah.
after the draft, who says no in that scenario?
Everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might be right.
I think both sides go, it's close, but ain't going to work for us.
Yeah. Let's see what else is out there. I just think it's kind of time is of the essence because, once those picks get made and you drive them off the lot, very rare that a trade gets made kind of after draft night.
Speaking, by the way, as we just were about cap space and contracts, it looks like free agency is probably going to be another yawner this year. It's just the game has changed because of the new CBA where it behooves players to already have extensions and contracts in place before the deadline. So, the crazy days of Mark Cuban driving to DeAndre Jordan's house or whatever happened, that those days are over. There's a lot of intrigue with maybe LeBron, maybe James Harden. But other than that, it's probably going to be another free agency period where we're going to be going, what happened? This used to be so much fun.
So we're about to get into a conversation, and it's been brought up a lot about the parity in the NBA and how it helps Hurts. And this CBA and, guys are making a ton of money and people will blame CJ McCollum and it's all fun and games. But
why? Because he was the union president?
Yeah. But with how things have changed with the NBA, all these different champions, whether you like that or dislike that, how it's really hard to make trades. So the trade deadline doesn't feel as crazy. Like you said, free agency isn't as crazy anymore because nobody has money. I think those are the things, people will point to a lot of different directions of the NBA getting in their own way. I think this is the most obvious the most obvious point in how the NBA has gotten in their own way. I mean, the NFL, what they did a couple weeks ago with that mega trade, first day, the first day of the new season, you had A.J. Brown, you have all this stuff going on, Myles Garrett, even I know Major League Baseball can struggle a little bit, but they can get hot at times just because of those ridiculous contracts. This last offseason was weird, I think probably because of the labor dispute.
Wait till next offseason.
Well, it's going to be hopefully not as long as we think.
Tumbleweeds.
But it just feels like the NBA has gotten in their way for no reason in a lot of different capacities.
Yeah, we're going to hear a conversation that Vince Goodwill had this morning. We'll get to that in just a second. That a lot of people are talking about. And I guess that what he had to say is not a very popular view.
No, he's getting roasted.
Yeah. Alan, you talked a lot about, hey, it's a short series, but the games are really good. Well, we've never really seen a 5-game series like this before. According to NBA.com, in the 30 years for which we have play-by-play data, 2026 finals, the only final series where every game was within 5 minutes in the last 5 points in the last 5 minutes, Just the fourth playoff series where games 1 through 5 were all within 3 points in the last 2 minutes. And the first series in the last 10 years where games 1 through 5 were all within 3 points in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I've been trying to tell you. The games, the number of games does not matter as much as the actual games.
San Antonio won the first 5 quarters by a total of 57 points, led by as many as 29 in Game 4. Knicks just kept coming back, erasing double-digit deficits in all 5 games, and the Knicks finished these playoffs 6-2 in games in which they trailed by double digits, the best such playoff record for any team in these 30 years of play-by-play data. Teams' overall record in playoff games they trailed by double digits over that time, 530 wins, 2,007 losses, a 209 winning percentage. And the Knicks went 6-2.
Crazy.
Trailing by double digits.
And now, Brunson is a better player, viewed as a better player, but he's still not in those categories, Whitey. I miss back in the day, and I don't know if it's people being heightist or what, but I miss back in the day. Yeah, that's right. People being heightist. I miss back in the day when all you had to do was win.
You're such a zaunt.
You can't use my own term against me. That makes it derogatory.
I believe I just did.
That makes it derogatory. But I miss back in the day when you could win a game or win a championship and the overreaction was he might be the best in the league. Like back in the day, all you had to do was exactly what Jalen Brunson did, and he'd be in top 3 best of the world categories. And same with Jalen Hurts. What is it just a look that certain players have where it doesn't matter what they do? They're just not going to be put in those conversations.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you a Bill Simmons fan?
I mean, I come across his content.
I have to double check this. He just said he has right now Brunson ahead of some really big names. I have to double check it. That's what I was looking at.
I saw that, but it wasn't crazy to me from what I saw.
There was some big. He had like Steve Nash and George Gervin on there.
Yeah.
By the way, I think this is funny. Mark Spears on NBA Today. Right now, I'm also hearing from one NBA front office guy that he can't see Acuff going past 7 where the Kings pick. I wonder who that was.
Come on, man.
That's good reporting. I'm not making fun of him. It's just funny how often it ends up. We're just so King-centric here that it just so often looks like, oh, that's the Kings and Scott Perry he's talking to.
Well, I also just don't think we've even seen Acuff. Like, we've seen Kingston Flemings even in a mock down at 9 or 10, but we haven't seen Acuff pass the Kings. I think there's probably a reason for that, but whether he goes before the Kings or not, we haven't seen the Kings choosing a different point guard if Acuff is available in any mock.
Now, you're talking about Brunson, how good he is, and the Knicks as champions, whether they're validated. Does winning this championship validate them? Vincent Goodwill, he's been on our show, right, Jay? Yeah, friend of the show. He's on Get Up on ESPN. And the view that you will hear him share is from this morning where he says, with a different champion every year, none of these champions are valid? We'll have to get that in just a second here. That was from Vincent Goodwill and Mike Green. And as you pointed out, a lot of people are being critical of what he had to say.
Yeah, he's getting cooked. And it just put himself into a situation. I'm not really quite sure why.
Yeah. All right, here it is. Oh, maybe not.
We know that any of the last 8 champions are actually validated because they have not done it again. Giannis is itching to get out. Boston is thinking about trading Jaylen Brown. They don't believe in their one championship. LeBron's one championship in L.A. was not enough. So why would it be enough for us?
Validate is the Larry O'Brien that I put on that shelf and it stays there forever. That's the validation. The Laker thing.
Oh, you mean participation trophy then?
I'm sorry. Larry O'Brien is a participation trophy?
If everybody gets one.
It is an actual trophy. You won the league that year.
Anyway, yeah, and I said, it's Mike Greenberg, and I'm not sure who was
Alan Hahn.
Alan Hahn. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of an extreme view. That might be kind of clickbaity.
Kind of?
Yeah. If a different team wins it every year, you're not a valid champion, and it's a participation trophy because everybody gets one. We know here in Sacramento that not everybody gets one.
He has been, and look, I've been here before, and it's a tough place to be, and I can only imagine being in this type of...
Are you talking about they need to get rid of the beam days?
Not specifically, but yeah, that could be one of those. So I can only imagine from ESPN on a national show. But you go on his X, and he's just getting cooked. He's quote tweeting, trying to survive here. So somebody said
it's a pretty indefensible position.
So here you go.
Yeah.
And this is where things get squirrely. Someone says, amazing how you referred to the Larry O'Brien trophy as a participation trophy. That honestly might be the worst take of all time. And he quote tweets it and says, clearly I was using hyperbole, wasn't meant to be taken literally, Chief. And he's got 17 likes to 47 quote tweets. Just getting absolutely cooked. And we've all been there.
I can confirm what Alan said, that he is getting cooked.
Yeah. We've all been there in certain capacities, but it's different when you get cooked because of something you truly believe in. I don't know if he even believes this.
There's probably a point in there somewhere, but if there is, he may have, exaggerated it to the point where the real point is lost. I think if there's a real point in there, it's like, well, we have really good teams every year that are legitimate champions, but we don't have great teams anymore. Or at least we haven't for this stretch. And the CBA has a lot to do with that. It's hard to keep your teams together. And people like parity. But, there was a time, or many times when the NBA was at its best, where you had best teams won a lot. Be it the Warriors, going back further, the Bulls, the Celtics, the Lakers. those teams were in the finals every year. Cavs and Warriors, for 4 years in a row. But people loved it. When we got to the finals, it did seem to mean more. Now, this was a great finals because the games were close. But if it's two different teams next year, there's something that's lost there. But to win a championship, you're still a legitimate champion. I just don't know that we have great teams anymore.
Well, yeah, I think that if
there's a point in there, I think that's it.
The word that he kept going to that kind of confused me was the whole idea of validation, right? Didn't it used to be, if you want, you have a player that goes to the playoffs every season but doesn't win a championship, they're not validated. Now we're saying that one championship doesn't validate you.
Yeah, that's...
And the other thing is, I would tell that, the whole participation trophy, which he said is hyperbole, I would say that to all of the greats right now, because I know he's talking about this era, that don't have rings. Go say that to James Harden. Go say that to Westbrook. Go say that to Chris Paul. Go say that to all these guys. These guys played forever. DeMar DeRozan, these guys played forever with no ring to show for it. How much of a participation trophy is it if the multiple greats in your game don't have rings? What are we talking about? If all of them had rings, I could feel you. But those guys are Hall of Famers with no rings. When there are more Hall of Famers playing right now that don't have rings than do, you got Steph, you got LeBron, you got KD, and I know these guys are all older, then that's a different conversation. If those random Grizzlies won a championship and Ja was walking around with the ring.
Didn't they? Because I know they talked about a dynasty.
They were.
They never actually won a championship?
They were. It was quite the dynasty. If teams like that just popped up and won it all. Like we're talking about the Thunder, right? The teams that are being brought up in this, that graphic that's going crazy, right? Think about who's on the graphic. LeBron, Steph, Shea, who might go down as one of the best ever. That Thunder team is viewed as one of the best ever. Jokic in the conversation for one of the best ever. The Celtics were just incredibly constructed. So all these teams that he's bringing up, Bucks, yeah, maybe there's a conversation about a random Bucks team where I don't know that Giannis will be viewed as one of the best ever to play. Yeah, so maybe there are a couple in there, Bucks. Maybe you throw the Knicks in there too. It was a team of destiny. But majority of those champions, even though there's been parity, they've had greats on those teams.
Right, great players, but it's harder than ever to put together a great team and keep the team together. We talked about this during the playoffs. If OKC had won this year and they had a shot, then I think we would have had to say, man, back-to-back in this era, that's a great team. Well, they didn't get there.
They didn't get there.
They're still looking for the next great team.
Right.
Are the Knicks going to do it? I don't know. Maybe. I know DraftKings says there's 3 teams that have better odds than them next year. That doesn't really mean anything, but it just underscores how difficult it is to do it back-to-back. But that doesn't mean doing it once doesn't count.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. So now teams have to win twice? Like, what are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? That Raptors team, okay, like the ones that maybe stick out, and that's not saying, not taking anything away, but maybe that Raptors team, which, yeah, I'm going to say it. If Clay and KD don't get hurt, the Warriors probably three-peat, but they did get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that Raptors team where a lot of people would say at that time, Kawhi was probably the best player in the world, at least that season. And you can put that in whatever category you want. That Raptors team, Lakers were weird. I mean, it's LeBron, but it was the bubble. But Raptors, Bucks, I don't know about the Celtics. I'm just saying they don't have a future great of all time. But the Raptors, and Kawhi is probably going to be viewed as one of the best players of all time. But Raptors, Bucks, Celtics, because I think it was more so about the formation of the team, and the Knicks. Those are the 4 out of the last 10, right? Last decade. Everyone else had a best of all time on the team. And honestly, you probably could take off the Raptors because of Kawhi.
Well, I know over the years, especially when the Warriors were winning championships, a lot of people said, it's not as much fun when the same team wins every year. But the NBA was very popular in Jordan's era and before that. with Bird and Magic. 87-88 and 89-90. You had, let's see, 87 and 88. 87-88, the Lakers won back-to-back. 89-90, Detroit won back-to-back. 91-92-93, the Bulls won 3 in a row. 94-95, Houston won 2 in a row. 96, 97, 98, the Bulls won 3 in a row. So from 87 through 98, you had repeat champions.
Right.
Yeah, there's everybody who won in there won at least 2. And the game was very popular. There was no it's the Bulls again. No one ever said, Michael Jordan, nah, they already won 3 in a row. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
People are gravitated. They're compelled to watch great teams, and we just don't have them anymore. But all the metrics say this is working too, and the ratings are really good. They have said more people are watching than ever, which of course has a lot to do with the fact that they're measuring audiences differently. So maybe they can both work. As a fan, I do miss seeing those great teams that we used to have.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe these are great teams, but they're only great teams for a shorter period.
It's a similar conversation to what we said about home court advantage, right? Benches are better. It's not about who has the best. Having the best player doesn't mean you're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, having the best player meant you were going to win.
Well, again, that gets back to maybe these Knicks are a great example of that.
Yeah. I would even argue LeBron, that crazy stretch of getting to the finals or the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't think LeBron does it in this day and age. That same LeBron, just because of how the game is now and the distribution of talent across the league. I just don't think it happens. So, you could want those things, Whitey, and you can reminisce on those things, but the game is completely different. Those bench players, a lot of them were not great. And nowadays, these guys can get hot. And it's the same thing we said about home court. Those three-point barrages change everything. Mm-hmm. Absolutely everything.
By the way, speaking of the Knicks and how popular they are, somebody says from the 916, that would be funny to name your dog Cat.
That would be funny. Mm-hmm. That would be funny.
Mm-hmm. I don't want them to trade. I don't want the Kings to trade down because the talent is usually inferior the lower you get. If you can give examples of other teams who have traded it down and it worked, I'd like to know. Rob M. would like to know, Mr. Trade down for what?
I got you, Rob.
Who has made it work?
I got you.
Turn down for what?
Just give me a second. I'm taking requests every segment. You wanted a Hornets trade, I cooked that up for you. Rob wants to trade down.
We appreciate it.
Trade down, a track record. To be fair, Rob, you might be onto something, but how often do you find yourself in a situation like the Kings? Now, I know we just talked about it not working when they traded down. Go ahead, White.
Sorry. My question is, if you can't think of anybody who's done it successfully, why do you want the Kings to do it?
Because this is supposed to be the best draft of all time. And it's a new landscape with the lottery. We have no clue what the Kings are going to get next season. And last but not least, they are picking 7. And we can try to put lipstick on it. We can try to make ourselves feel better about it. We were dreaming about, Jay, we were having arguments about AJ DeBansa. We were having arguments about Darren Peterson.
Who you take with the number 1 pick?
Oh, my goodness. 7, not 4, not 5, not 6. We're pick 7.
Mm-hmm.
We know the history of 7 picks. I know we'll do that after the draft because that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite segments to do because I know, Whitey, you can't stand it.
We don't need to do it then.
I have to do it because Whitey can't stand it. It has nothing to do. One thing has nothing to do with the other. I don't know, Whitey.
No, I was
connected.
just actually doing that today on my own. It's like,
see?
Walt Williams, J. Will. But anyway.
See?
So, okay. So from 1 to 7, it's like, what a drop-off.
What a drop-off.
But then 7 to 18 or whatever, it's all the same.
What? I don't, yeah. Yes. Again, if there was a consensus top 7, we'd be having a different conversation.
Isn't there, though? Seriously.
No.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
Order
yeah,
is
the
up for
order.
grabs.
But that's what bothers me. Well, whoever's there. Who's there? Keaton Wagler? I like Keaton. Michael. They're all going to be stars, Alan.
Second pick. You don't like
They're
that?
all going to be stars, Alan. Don't worry about it. Who is it? I'll close my eyes. I'll pick who's left. Who is it? Is it Kingston? Okay, cool. I don't like that. If it was Allen, bing, bam, boom, top 7 in order, there you go. And that's 7. That's what you're going to get. But that doesn't happen, Whitey, because it's pick 7. It's pick 7. It's closer to 10. It's closer to 10 than 1.
Logical Raptors fanatic says Boston traded Fultz for Tatum. Tatum, by the way, would have been the Kings. That would have been the Kings.
Oh,
pick.
that is true.
Stretch provision.
I remember that one.
Boston traded the first pick for the third pick and more. Yeah, but I think what they got, the extra that Boston got, sure, they got Tatum, who they would have taken at 1 anyway, probably. And I think the other pick they got, they ended up taking Romeo Langford. So it just didn't really work out for them.
Right.
But it certainly, yeah, they didn't. You could see what they were thinking.
Right.
And they did hoodwink the Sixers.
Yes. I got some, yeah.
Huh? You all right?
Yeah.
We'll
get to it on the other side.
Okay, all right. Also, when we come back, tell you about the Athletic standing head and shoulders above others at his position. Have some alarming numbers on one position in particular in baseball. Jay is not going to like it. Next on Sactown Sports.
The X Games are coming to Sacramento. Join Kayla Anderson at Sactown Sports 1140 at Cal Expo from June 26th through the 28th to watch the top action sports athletes in the world go head-to-head with 3 days of high-octane competition, BMX, skateboarding, and Moto X, plus live music from global electronic music icon Cascade, Grammy-winning producer Artist Mustard, and DJ Subtronics. Get your tickets today at xgames.com. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, 6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Join Sactown Sports 1140 and Super Taco on June 17th at 1 p.m. for the ultimate soccer viewing party. Cheer on England or Croatia. Score team jerseys and prizes. Enjoy great food and wear your colors. Super Taco on Franklin Boulevard, June 17th at 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
Who says Halloween has to wait? It's Summerween with the Sacramento River Cats on Saturday, June 27th at Sutter Health Park. Get ready for spooky fun, summertime baseball, and a night unlike any other at the ballpark. Don't miss Summerween. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Gas prices got you down? Now is the time to save at Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. When you save up to $15,000 off MSRP on the new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cab. With over 600 Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
15,000 total net savings after factory incentive and dealer discounts. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance on eligible trade-in, 500 Hoblet business owner bonus for verified business owners, and 9,500 dealer discount. 10% savings. See dealer for details.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Everyone loves to be outside, and so do mosquitoes. Protect yourself against mosquitoes and West Nile virus by following these simple tips. At least once a week, look around your yard and drain stagnant water from any containers where mosquitoes can breed. Remember to use an effective mosquito repellent, especially at dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Close all doors and be sure screens are in good working condition. At the Mosquito and Vector Control District, we're here to help. Visit us at fightthebite.net.
It's time for your Sactown Soccer Report. Powered by Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District.
This week's key matches include Belgium versus Egypt, Austria versus Jordan, England versus Croatia, Czechia versus South Africa, USA versus Australia, Netherlands versus Sweden, and Spain versus Saudi Arabia.
In soccer, defense wins championships. At home, defense stops mosquitoes. Drain standing water. That's your back line. Dress with sleeves and defend with repellent. That's your keeper. Keep your doors and screens tight. That's your shutout. Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District. More tips at fightthebite.net.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Sactown Sports.
So Ramsey just checked in with Alan, and Ramsey is saying that Justin Jackson was a good pick for the Kings because he netted them Harrison Barnes, who netted them DeMar DeRozan.
To be fair, he did not give an opinion. He just said Justin Jackson netted the Kings, DeMar DeRozan.
I mean, not quite straight up, but yeah, he was in the trade.
Justin Jackson was traded for Harrison Barnes, then Barnes got the Kings DeRozan. That's the end. That is the whole text. Mm-hmm. So there's no he did this or
okay. So it's factually true. Yes,
that's right.
Yes. So, I think when Dallas traded HB here, they just wanted to get off his salary, right? They just want to move him.
It was $87 million, right?
And then Kings were like, "Yeah, you could be the guy here." What happened to HB this year?
He played early on, and I think
nope, you ain't playing.
I think he got. Who did he get Wally pipped for? Was it Champagny? That's the problem. They all the same size, so I don't know. They don't really have a wing, but it felt like maybe Champagny. He had a good run though.
Yeah, I know that some of the things they were missing, stabilizing veteran influence in some of these games in the finals. I mean, you would think HB might be the type of player that could provide that, but you still got to be able to play. If you're going to be on the floor, you got to be able to play.
Yeah, and I told you he was a part of blowing a 3-1 lead, so maybe he could have helped in some capacity. I got some numbers for you, though.
Numbers?
That's right. I know you love these. Mm-hmm. From ESPN PR. The 2026 NBA Finals finished as the most watched since 1998 and the most ever on ABC.
Do you have any actual ratings or just most watched?
Most watched.
Yeah, because they changed the way they gauge the audience. So
I have these numbers.
And the new way they do it skews higher.
Largest Game 5 audience since 1998 at 24.5 million average audience. They peaked at 33 million. That's plus, I'd love to say this in a sales meeting. Bob, that's plus 157% year over year. So we're doing something right. Mm-hmm. We're doing something right. Last Saturday's Knicks versus Spurs Game 5, like I said, 24.5. Largest Game 5 game since 98.
And 98 was Bulls and Jazz.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Once again, the NBA Finals on ABC generated the largest viewing audience of the day across all of television and in every key male and adult demo. Overall, Whitey, the 2026 NBA Finals averaged 20.6 million viewers across 5 games, setting an ABC and ESPN audience record. The championship series was up 100% from last year's 7-game NBA Finals.
Yeah. That's Knicks, Spurs, Wemby, and Brunson as opposed to Indiana OKC. By the way, thank you, Jay, for sending this. Tony Jones is a phenomenal reporter for The Athletic. I think now he's with the Sixers, but was with the Jazz for many years.
Right.
He says, Tony Jones says, league sources, the Utah Jazz are torn between A.J. DeBonsa and Cam Boozer and Darren Peterson. They will only have 2 of them to choose from.
How about this? He said Utah won't hesitate to take Peterson despite canceling his workout with the Jazz if they determine he's the best player available.
Sure. I mean, they showed that last year, right?
Yeah.
With Allen's
Ace
boy.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Why does this keep happening to – I mean, would this be happening going back to the whole Tom Habistro and Kevin O'Connor? I know it would be very nice to be the second pick. I get all that. Of course. And, hey, you don't want to go somewhere, who cares? But what if this was Sacramento? Is it kind of just a punch to the gut a little bit if you're Utah and 2 years in a row, players saying, I know they're saying it's the agent thing. Keontae George and Darren Peterson are represented by the same agent. They don't want to be battling for touches.
It's bad optics. I don't know how bad it is, but it ain't good. And when that used to happen here, it was embarrassing.
Like if the Kings had the second pick and Darren Peterson's the first day, we thought he was he just wants to be the number 1 pick. I think I saw my guy, Brett Siegel, say the same thing.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
How is Salt Lake City going to get a Major League Baseball team if they can't even get NBA players to go there to work out? How are you going to get a baseball team?
Different demo.
Uh-huh.
Different money. Baseball players are different.
Yeah.
They take them so long to get to the bigs. They're all married by the time they get there anyway. They're not 19.
You're right.
They're all 27 years old by the time they get there. But hey, there's something to be said about that.
I would answer the question in the fact that's what we were told when Scott Perry came aboard was those things won't happen because Scott Perry's here. So I would push back and say I haven't heard anybody say they want to come to Sacramento and work out because it's Sacramento. But I don't think it would happen if it was a number 2 pick.
Okay. All right. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get an opportunity to see it with Scott Perry because that's what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
But just if you get the number, it's 2 years in a row. But to your point, Jay, Ace, he was 5.
Yeah.
That was not top 2. But just, if you had that second pick and just, you're a huge Jazz fan and, someone doesn't want to come here again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ace is a little different. I'm an Ace Bailey guy. I just think he's an East Coast guy through and through.
Mm-hmm.
And he's raw and rugged a little bit too, though. Like he doesn't come from the best upbringing and things like that. And he's probably got some word and probably got some connections. Like, yeah, Utah's not the place to be. I'm 19 and I got some other things to shake out of. You also have to understand this too, Alan. It's just my experiences. As much as Sacramento used to get that, we're talking about the 90s. I think that has completely changed at this point.
Yeah.
And I would also say this. Don't sleep on the fact that Golden One Center's downtown and not Arco. You hear more and more NBA guys in circles and stuff talk about G1C being downtown. So now you're a little more closer to the movement in Sacramento.
Yeah.
So kind of out of sight, out of mind Arco was. It's kind of like, man, that's way out there.
Yeah.
And a hotel, you stay out, like now you kind of in the mix. Things going on, stuff like that. So
yeah.
The other part too, and this is something I always got from players in my timer in the league is, it's California. Like, I'm in Cali still.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a hop, skip, and a jump. Zach LaVine, same situation we had last year.
So much more money than they used to that it's not hard. I'm going to fly down to L.A. for Sacramento.
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine.
Not a problem.
Look at those two little samples over the last couple of years. If I want to get to L.A., I'm right down the street.
Right.
Vegas, I'm right down the street.
Right.
I don't know why. Utah's close, but it's not getting it, I guess.
All right.
I'm glad it. I wish that the Kings had the second pick, but Utah just every year. Somebody trying to avoid Utah.
Got to get to the A's when we come back. Also, Alan, sorry, Mike Brown's Who Let the Dogs Out had nothing to do with the Kings. We'll tell you where it came from when we come back. Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Get ready for the Expo sale at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, June 17th through 20th. For 4 days only, save big on everything you need for your food service operation. Shop huge discounts on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, indoor and outdoor furniture, commercial cooking tools, glassware, tableware, and much more. Plus, meet factory reps and enter for giveaways. It's all happening at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, 951 Richards Boulevard. Everything is on sale. Don't miss the best savings opportunity of the year.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents as local but they're in L.A., red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see. The new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. Sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
You know, we have Tinfoil Friday, we have Thanos Thursday. We're thinking of starting Tone Deaf Tuesdays with some of our own songs. And I mentioned that because Alan's pretty tight-lipped about this. He apparently was working on some today. Like song, video.
That's right.
Major. I thought it was coming out today, but I guess I had the date wrong.
No, so we're working on the video now. Video just got shot, editing it now, and we're going to have that ready for you at the end of the week, man. That's what it's going to be. We're going to have the video ready.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have the video ready for you at the end of the week, man, and getting ready for the draft and, you know, whether the Kings go with Keaton, Kingston, whoever it may be. So we just wanted to put something out for the fans, put something out for the listeners, put something out for everybody that's really just roll with us throughout this ride, you know, and to be here now, just a couple days away, man, it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful, and we really are appreciative of that. And, you know, just to give a quick shout out to just everybody that listen, everybody that is a part of this on all platforms. That's where it's going to be, man. So we're just really excited.
That's terrific.
And the last thing that I just wanted to maybe
that was a
bring.
Yeah. I was really hoping that was the last thing. Yeah.
You know, so that's all we got, man. That's all we got.
All platforms.
Hey, Chris Watkins, my producer, my director. It's just a beautiful thing, man.
I got to tell you, I came in today, and I knew you guys had been working on the video, and I saw you in the parking lot. And I walk in, and we walk right by the production studio, the video studio, and Chris is sitting there working on something. And he looked like the most miserable person I've ever seen him. He just had this look like,
hey,
and he
man.
saw me, he's like, hey. So I don't, you know, maybe he was just tired or he was working on something.
Hey, we're working
But
Chris hard.
I came
man.
in because I knew he was working on your video, and I looked and he was like, oh, hey, how you doing?
We're working
He does a great
Chris
job.
to the bone.
He
man.
really does a terrific
He
job.
really does. So
Yeah.
shout out Chris Watkins,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I mean, on the off chance that like what you gave him was just kind of like, he's still going to make it really good.
Yeah.
Not that would ever happen.
I doubt that that's the case. He's just got a lot on his mind. He was just focused.
He was.
He was just focused.
Yes.
I'm going to leave him alone after this.
Catching up on a couple of things quick. I know we keep mentioning the A's. Shea Langoliers he was 1 for 4 last night. He's hitting 280, 18 home runs, okay, for the A's. Well, that's pretty good. Catchers in baseball this year, Jay, catchers are hitting 228 only once in the game's history in the dead ball era days of 1918 have catchers hit worse. Ooh. Catchers can catch. They cannot hit. So when you have in that environment a guy like Shea Langoliers with 18 home runs, man, the A's are way ahead of much of the competition with a catcher who can hit. And they're wondering, you know, people are wondering, Tom Verducci did an article, why is that? Is it because of ABS? And I think one of the theories that's making the rounds is nowadays when players are young, if a guy can hit, the last thing you want him to do is catch because you don't want him to get hurt.
Right. Which is, you know, funny not to bring it up now, but it almost turns into, to bring up the Giants, whether it was a good trade, because if most teams are looking at that position as being a kind of sunk cost anyway.
Guardians are pretty happy with Patrick Bailey, who's hitting like 222.
No. He's not hitting that, but I digress.
Uh-huh.
He's in the ones, but if they feel as if, look, we have 8 other pieces that can do a job for you,
Mhm.
that's what matters the most. That's what matters the most.
Now,
that is interesting, though.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to touch on, I know Alan yesterday, and we were just spitballing on things, Alan suggested, Mike Brown, when he did the Who Let the Dogs Out, you thought maybe that had something to do with the Kings in some
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Clickbait. You just thought maybe.
Oh, that's just.
Yeah.
That's just, I thought, wait, that was kind of similar.
Well, last night, Mike Brown, do we have that, Jay? Mike Brown was on The Tonight Show with Kat and with Jalen Brunson. Mike Brown was on The Tonight Show.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Brown, he used to be the coach here, was on The Tonight Show.
Yeah, they were having fun,
with
too.
Jimmy Fallon.
He was having a ball.
Yeah. So he was asked about the whole Who Let the Dogs Out, how that started. And here's the story, Alan.
Well, Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men. What is that song?
We got to put that to bed.
Yeah.
We got to put that to bed.
Where did that come from? Was that something you...
This is a story. So I got two boys. You know what? We need the story as well. Actually.
Yeah.
We both need to hear this. I was an assistant in San Antonio many moons ago. The reporter that asked me that question, he said, what did you learn during your time here when you coached the 7-year-old Dogs flag football team? And so I said, I learned to cheer, because we used to have all the parents come into the huddle, all the kids come into the huddle before every game. Everybody put their hands in, right? All right, we're gonna practice it. Everybody do this, put your hands in, and then I'd go 1, 2, 3, I'd go, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Don't leave.
Who let the dogs out?
Don't leave. You have to stay here. Don't leave. They're about to walk out. They're about to walk out. Stop doing it.
No, I won't do it anymore. So,
They're about to walk out.
After that day, I'm going back to the hotel. I'm thinking everything is good, right? Okay. Hell no. And the players walk off the bus first. Every one of them that walked by me tapped me on my shoulder and killed. He was the toughest on me. They killed me. But I will say one player on our team.
Yes.
He tapped my back, rubbed my shoulder. He looked down at me, gave me just a sorry felt look.
Yeah.
And he said, "Don't worry about it, Coach." It was Mikal Bridges.
See?
Mikal Bridges.
He got your back.
Yes,
he got your
back. Mikal Bridges.
So there you go, Alan. Nothing to do with the Kings. It's because of the flag football team in San Antonio.
And then he brought it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he learned from his time in San Antonio.
It's an odd time to
They're
bring
having
it.
so much fun.
I know.
Oh, so you're sticking to it.
No, I get the connection with San Antonio because that's who they were playing. Okay, fair enough.
By the way, I apologize about Patrick Bailey. He's a career 222 hitter. So when I said, he's hit the 200s, I was citing his career average. You're right.
No, this season he's at 165.
Oh, okay. Climbing up there.
Yeah.
But they're happy with that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not, that's not why he's there.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is the Giants, the rest of their lineup wasn't hitting at that time, so it made his shortcomings look even worse.
Mm-hmm.
You're not bringing Patrick. If you trade for Patrick Bailey, you know what it is. You're not trading for Patrick Bailey to hit 250. You're trading for him to play really good defense, and maybe he runs into a couple baseballs, and that's pretty much it.
They have another catcher. Their other catcher, Austin Hedges, is also. He came through the Padre organization. He's a really good defensive catcher. Doesn't hit much. Apparently, they're pretty happy with those guys.
They don't care
because catchers don't hit.
Right. They don't care. That's not why we're paying you. And by the way, look, don't sleep on it yet, Whitey. By the way,
yeah,
with the Guardians, 196. So he's real comfortable. 196,
knocking on what they used to call the Mendoza line.
Yep. So. He's making do with his new situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll probably be in the playoffs, which is not something he would have gotten to experience with the Giants.
You ever play any catcher? Your time?
No. Lefty. Can't be hitting righty batters in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Never played catcher. Not one inning of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day, the whole thing was, don't wear knee savers.
I'm sorry?
Knee savers.
Yeah.
That you wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hardcore catchers wouldn't wear them, right, Jay? No, I don't wear knee savers.
Yeah, forget them.
Now they all wear them.
Yeah,
now everybody
as they
wears
should.
Them. Yeah,
now they limping at 27. Should have been putting on them knee savers.
That was the whole thing. Nah, I don't wear knee savers.
They're also catching now with one knee down,
right?
Which exposes the crotch area to
Mhm.
more foul balls.
That is true. Got to be careful.
Yes, you
Cup
do.
check.
Yeah.
Cup check.
Alan still thinks Mike Brown's "Who Let the Dogs Out" is a shot at the Kings.
We can either confirm or deny.
We pretty much right there. We can confirm that it has nothing
Pretty
to do
much
with that.
confirmed it.
I think.
Yeah, he might not even know. It might be subconscious.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can't argue with that as much as I'd like to. If the Kings are open to trading down, here's who they would be talking to. We'll dive into that next, as well as today's latest draft intel coming up on Sactown Sports.
The X Games are coming to Sacramento. Join Kayla Anderson at Sactown Sports 1140 at Cal Expo from June 26th through the 28th to watch the top action sports athletes in the world go head-to-head with 3 days of high-octane competition, BMX, skateboarding, and Moto X, plus live music from global electronic music icon Cascade, Grammy-winning producer Artist Mustard, and DJ Subtronics. Get your tickets today at xgames.com. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Don't miss out on the biggest action sports event happening in Sacramento this June. Tickets are now live for MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026. See nearly 100 of the world's best skate, BMX, and Moto X athletes compete at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Music performances featuring electronic music icon Cascade on Friday, June 26th, and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard, and music producer DJ Subtronics on Saturday, June 27th. Score your tickets today at xgames.com.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the buffalo wing. Perfect! Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Wendy's new Biggie Deals lets you choose whatever you're in the mood for. It's like a music mixing board of deals, and you're the producer. Go with some chill folk music with a JBC in the $4 Biggie Bite snack. Try the drum and bass of deals with a double stack and a $6 Biggie bag. Or go full-on sandwich symphony with an $8 Biggie bundle, the grand finale of snacking. And the best part? They all come with napkins. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie Deals how you want them at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Join Sactown Sports 1140 and Super Taco on June 17th at 1 p.m. for the ultimate soccer viewing party. Cheer on England or Croatia. Score team jerseys and prizes. Enjoy great food and wear your colors. Super Taco on Franklin Boulevard, June 17th at 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
There's some intrigue swirling around about NBA draftees, where they may work out, where they haven't worked out. Keaton Wagler, according to league sources, and Kevin O'Connor is supposed to be working out with the Kings. Jay had said last week, well, if he's going to work out for the Clippers and he's going to be out here, he's probably going to work out for the Kings. There are also reports, Alan, as I'm sure you know, that Caleb Wilson had not worked out for the Bulls yet.
Right.
Hoops Hype has a list of players who are working out for each team. He is on their list. Keaton Wagler is also on the list for the Kings, so either these are not accurate or they're including players who are scheduled to work out and Caleb Wilson is scheduled to work out. Because some people are saying, wait a minute, Caleb Wilson doesn't work out for the Bulls. If they don't pick him, what if they go A-Cuff? And then obviously there'd be a chain reaction there that would throw everything into chaos the rest of the way.
Man, that's what I want.
I would love it.
All this talk.
I want A-Cuff, but yeah.
All this talk, this whole time, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Just blow it all up. Just blow it all up. I want the chaos, Whitey. Mm-hmm. I want the chaos. How about that?
Has the top four at all, knowing what we've known, we've seen all these people talking, it seems like A-Cuff might be the guy who jumps in there with the Bulls.
They worked him out, right?
Yeah, he's already been there. Yeah, he's already worked out. If he was to get snatched up by the Bulls, or maybe Brown, do you think the number 4 pick has changed at all, or do you guys still think it's Caleb's pick? Like, for everything we've heard so far.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like Caleb is the one that people kind of put in that situation, but, you know, it wasn't in Sharpie, as I say. It just, hey, well, this dude is really good too, and he had a really good start to his season before he got injured. Yeah, but I don't know if everyone is just fully convicted that he is in the top 4. Who we've talked to, though, a lot of the people that we've had on have said it's the top 4 than everyone else, but they also veer into the conversation of it's the top 3, Caleb is close, and then everyone else.
By the way, a quick check of the Kings players who either have worked out or are scheduled to, according to Hoops Hype. Keaton Wagler, A-Cuff, Zuby, Ejiofor, Caravan, Baba Miller, Ryan Conwell, Emmanuel Sharp, Trevon Brazil. I know you like him, right?
Arkansas, right?
Ugonna Onyensu, Nelson from South Florida. Anyway, Jacoby Gillespie. I know Nick Martinelli. We talked about that.
Yeah, who else? No, keep going.
Keep going. Otega Owe, Malik Brown.
Keep going.
Milos Uzan.
Keep going.
Aaron.
No. Don't.
Aaron, yeah.
Now you skipped one.
Aaron Nkrumah.
No, you skipped one.
Tyler Nichols.
Come on,
list.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's more like it.
Nick Boyd also on that list. Yeah, but the top players, Wagler, Acuff, those are the only top 20 players who have either worked out or are scheduled to work out for the Kings.
Isn't that interesting?
It is.
Like, I haven't really heard Fleming's work out too many places. I thought he's only worked out 2 places, which was the Bulls and the Nets, if I'm not mistaken.
And I don't know. I think I saw something early on that said that wasn't a mistake.
Clippers. He's on the Clippers list here.
Okay.
This is from Jonathan Wasserman. Says Kingston Flemings has been selective about his workouts, only visiting the Clippers and the Bulls.
Yeah, okay, so it's the Bulls and the Clippers, yeah. The Bulls might be looking for a point guard.
What, they going to move Giddey to the 2?
Yes, sir, a point guard.
You have to check with your guy Michael Scott on this because Kingston Flemings is on Dallas's list here. So maybe this is just not right, or again, he's got guys who are scheduled to work out but haven't yet.
No. From Wasserman right here, Kingston Flemings has been selective about his workouts, only visiting the Clippers, the Bulls, and Mavericks.
And the Mavs.
Oh, okay.
The initial tweet did not have the Mavericks. The Kings figure to be hunting down a new point guard with a number of lottery caliber ball handlers to choose from. So why did you feed Kingston Flemings, but he didn't work out with you?
Yeah. Dropped him a meal. Him and the fam.
If I drop a meal...
Be careful. Be careful.
If I've made you a nice meal, it's gonna end there.
Maybe the meal was about deciding whether you even wanted him to work out for you.
Man, wow. So he's being selective, fellas. Jay. I got you a meal deal.
Yeah,
but you.
Or maybe the whole thing,
I felt where you were going.
At the Burger King with the crown, maybe Kingston wasn't impressed by that.
See, clearly not.
Uh-huh.
Or, guys, why? It's right in front of our face. What did Kingston Fleming say last week? Who is he very close with?
De'Aaron Fox.
Fox. Now, all of a sudden, he don't want to come out and work out. Rashay played basketball with his sister, very close. I'm very close. I am very close with De'Aaron and the family.
Mm-hmm.
And now he don't want to come to Sacramento. You think that's a coincidence?
Yeah. Tony Jones, we've talked about this from The Athletic, says that Utah is torn with the second pick between Cam Boozer and DeBonsa and Peterson. Presumably only 2 will be there, but the reporting is they don't know what to do.
Nobody
They're
knows.
still considering it, figuring it out.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
Weigh all your options.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Kingston. Weigh all your options. Don't run now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't run now.
No Burries on that Kings list, huh?
Yeah. No Burries, no Mike. Was Michael on it?
No, he's been very selective. Remember, he shut it down.
Yeah.
He worked out for the Nets and...
See, this is not good, fellas.
The Nets and the Clippers?
I don't like this
shut
at
it
all.
down?
Why is it not good?
Yeah,
I'm not
I
saying
don't
you're
like
wrong,
this.
but I'm asking the question.
It's who's saying yes, who's saying no.
Yeah, the only top 20, Jay, are Keaton, Wagler, and Acuff for the
right.
Kings. And apparently Wagler hasn't actually been here yet.
It'll be, Thursday?
They're the only top 30.
Thursday, yeah.
Wow.
Would you guys pick a player knowing, and I always go back to, I hate to be like this, but I go back to the Thomas Robinson, Whitey. They didn't work out Thomas Robinson because they didn't believe he was going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he trickled down to him, and they took him. Would you guys take a player, and don't get me wrong, Scout, there's so many tapes. Believe me, they have files on everybody. They probably got a file on your game right now, Alan. Literally. Would you take a player that you didn't see up close and personal?
Well, yeah, you go back to that. I would, depending, but Thomas Robinson was supposed to be like a top 5 pick,
Yeah,
right?
he's supposed to be
so,
gone.
So that'd be like Caleb Wilson or somebody.
Yeah.
We didn't work him out, but he's there. We got to take him.
I would take it, Caleb, but that's it.
I mean, Thomas Robinson was just vastly overrated.
Sure.
Well,
that's why they took him. It's like, whoa.
Well, here's a
we
problem.
Gotta take him.
Yeah, here's a problem, Jay. If you were only able to work out Wagler and Acuff, right, and those guys aren't available, I mean, now it's not a matter of now you don't have a choice, right? I mean, right now they're so thin at who they've worked out. If both those guys are gone, you'd have to take somebody that you didn't get to work out.
No doubt they've got, like I said, the file's long. They've probably went and talked to coach, the whole nine. But is that last piece of evidence for you that big of a deal? And I think you guys were discussing this maybe this week or last week or something where you're like, you know what? I don't necessarily need to see you work out in front of me at our, complex.
No, I need to see it.
You need to see it.
No,
I'm with you. I need to see it too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
need
you.
to see it.
Nowadays, Jay, with AI, they don't even bring the guy in. They just build a model of him.
Yeah.
And they interview him and have him work
This
out.
is a hologram.
Yeah. Ask him all the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Beam him up.
Yeah. Now, what's going on with a potential trade down? Here's the narrative today. I think this is Kristen Peak, right?
Yeah, she is on top of it right now.
She used to be on our show a lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
We kind of started that.
Yeah.
But she's
Midday show stole her, Jay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Last week.
They started having her on.
Yeah.
They had her on multiple times?
No.
Oh.
Just the once.
Just the once. But it hurts.
But she's hot right now. So
Anyway, it's her time to shine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We put in the work early.
Mm-hmm.
Put the foundation in.
Yeah.
Maybe get her one more time
Come
for
on,
next
man.
Tuesday. What's today? Tuesday? Got a few times. But she was on last week. I don't like to double
That's
up
what I'm
on people
saying.
like that.
If the Hornets wanted to make a play for a lottery spot, they could package both picks, 14 and 18, to move up. Question is, how far could they climb? Discussions, she writes, Alan, maybe you can break this down for us. Quote, discussions with the Kings at 7 is on the table with Philon, Christian Anderson, and Okori projected to still be on the board as a lead guard option. Discussions with the Kings on the table. Alan, what?
Yeah, I don't.
Does that just mean that's something that they could do?
I think what she's saying
Is there really a table somewhere?
Right. I think what she's saying is the Kings need a point guard, and they could still get a point guard if they made this move. Some of the other teams, it's just very obvious that the Kings want a point guard. For the Clippers, it's not as clear what the Clippers want. For the Nets, it's not as clear what the Nets want. And again, they're at 7, right? Maybe the Clippers say, we're at 5. The Nets, we're at 6, right? The Kings being at 7, the thought process is you can still get a really good point guard or a lead guard, if you will. Christian Anderson, that's I'm gonna feel like the Devin draft, because the Devin Carter draft, because I have not done any homework yet on Christian Anderson. I heard the dude is a bucket. I haven't done any homework because I thought where is the world where the Kings end up with him? I gotta do more work on him and Okori as well.
How did the Kings end up getting Neek Clifford last year? Can you refresh my memory?
Traded on in there.
Yeah, with who? Remember who they traded with?
The Hornets.
No, it was OKC, right?
Well, that was a trick question.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm leading up to the fact that OKC Thunder also have 2 early first-round picks.
That's right.
At 12 and 17. And Scott Perry used to work with Sam Presti in Seattle. I think if the Kings trade down, I don't think they will. If they trade down, it ain't going to be with Charlotte. It's going to be with Sam Presti. The Hornets have drafted well the last 6 years. If he has an eye, says Kristen Peak, if Sam Presti has an eye on one specific player, the Thunder have leverage to move up with these 2 picks, future first-round picks, and current assets on the team.
And I think most people would prefer that because you're getting 12 instead of your first pick would be 14.
Yeah. She says it's doubtful the Thunder can crack the top 5, but there is room to move inside the top 10. Well, how about that?
A-cuff to the Bulls. Caleb dropped down right in front of you. None of you guys are there. Trade down. There you go, Alan.
You can't trade down if Caleb's there, though.
No, he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Shay's doing the hypothetical.
See?
I'm helping you out. I'm pushing it to you.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah, you are. Wow.
I just gave you your move right there for the rest of the week.
And Jay keeps talking about this Bulls, this Bulls A-cup conversation. It's making me go, It's making me pay a little bit of attention.
Pretty strong statement.
It's making me say, why is Jay continuing to talk about A-Cup to the Bulls? Because if that happens, then all HE double hockey sticks will break loose. Because then you have a situation where Wilson is still going to be gone. And if you like Wagler, you take Wagler. If you haven't worked out Michael, would you rather just back on down? And if if you do back on down, I'd maybe try to hold the Thunder even more accountable and say, give us something, give us a second too. That's what I'm saying. Now Jay's in on it. Something happened. Something shifted. Something changed. And I can feel it in my bones that something is happening.
Really?
Don't feel too don't feel it too good.
I mean, a guard and
might be the AC
in Chicago. It's poetic. It makes sense. We've seen it before. The star power.
Plan 1A for the Kings is if A-Cuff's there, I still think that's plan 1A.
Yeah, if it happens. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't think that's going to be the case.
339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Ken standing by to join us. Hey, Ken, welcome back. What's up?
Hey, what it do? I don't like to do a rewind, but Whitey, man, I let you off the hook yesterday because you had the coach coming on.
Dusty?
So you had Dusty Baker coming on, so you couldn't let me respond.
Okay.
So yesterday we talked about the locker room presence, and you said you had somebody in the locker room said it was lost, like Mike Brown lost the locker room. Even Mike Brown, by him saying the statement, they're not listening to me. Have you ever thought of that? That might have been like a reverse psychology type of thing. And think about it. Somebody said he lost the locker room. Think about it. Shouldn't the owner go into the locker room and be like, fellas, this is my coach. This is the coach you're going to play for. Irregardless of what's going on in the locker room, the owner has to control that.
I agree.
We can't be like, okay, something big has to happen. We either got to get rid of a player or got to get rid of the coach. No, the coach shouldn't even been in the equation at all. Zero. Why? Because he had proven himself. He took us to the playoffs. He had just got an extension. So somehow or some way they liked him. So, they said they appreciate the services he had brought. So saying the locker room was lost, I don't want to let you off the hook about that.
Well, hold on. I want you to know, I agree with you. I don't think they should have fired him. So I feel like we're arguing, but we're on the same side. I agree with you. If there's a conflict, I'm with you. Ownership needs to be behind the coach, or else the coach has no chance. So I think we're saying the same thing.
But my feeling is that you guys preached over the radio station that something big has to go, and you guys included the coach. I don't think over the airways you guys should have included the coach at all.
Okay.
You guys should have been preaching. Is the owner got to get into it. The office got to get into, because the coach we have, we can't get rid of this guy. But you guys weren't preaching that. You guys were kind of just both sides. Something that got to happen to coach. You shouldn't even been talking about the coach. Zero. By what he had brought to Sacramento, you guys should have been showing emphasis on keeping this man, not get rid of him, not putting him in a conversation of a player or a coach has to be gone. So I just didn't want to let you guys off the hook with that, because the locker room is not lost. The locker room is found by veterans in the locker room. They're supposed to bring that back together. And then I think the owner, by him having a coach that he wants in place, you got to let that ride. That's all I want to say. I think the locker room, there's more reasons than the locker room or us thinking the locker room was lost and get rid of Mike Brown. I didn't want to let you guys off. Not you personally, Whitey. But
all good. All good. Yeah, thank you. But I was never in favor of firing Mike Brown. Mm-hmm. And I never said, oh, yeah, it was a good idea. But there were problems. That doesn't mean I'm not saying there were problems, so you should have fired him. There were problems, but I was never in favor of firing Mike Brown.
Yeah, it just felt like.
I love talking to Mike Brown after the games.
Right. I think if we knew then what we knew now about, a lot of that De'Aaron Fox wanted Mike Brown to stay. A lot of that came out after. A lot of that came out after, at least to be sure about it, after Mike Brown was fired. Mm-hmm. So maybe we would have looked at it differently if we knew, De'Aaron wanted him to stay. others didn't? What side are you on? And then we could make decisions from there.
Yes. Kimberly says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No.
Yeah. Kimberly says the Kings are going to take whoever they want, despite if they work out for them or not. And is that, how do you say that, Alan? C for Xeris? Sorry. The Bulls should definitely take Acuff so we can quit hearing about him finally.
We're just getting started.
Acuff fatigue.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
In already, Jay.
We're getting started.
Acuff fatigue.
It's over.
Let somebody else take him so we don't have to hear about him on the chat. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to check with you guys. I've done this weekly. Been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Who are you taking, Alan? Sacramento Kings.
If he's there,
yep,
it's Acuff.
All right, Whitey.
Kingston Flemings. Jay?
I feel like that's changed a little bit, Acuff. Yeah.
You know me, Jay. Remember when we were going to trade? And I was like, one day I was like, Jeremy Grant. And the next day, no.
But again, my alternate reality, LeBaron Philon.
Okay, man, no, man.
LeBaron Philon and Alan Graves.
Is this if you trading down?
That's right.
Okay.
If we go to work.
And who are you trading this to? Is this the Hornets or OKC?
This would probably have to be the Thunder to get LeBaron.
I like, there's something there with the Thunder. Potentially.
LeBaron Philon Jr.
You know how teams in all sports, certain GMs, they tend to get things done with other GMs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got a history there.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like to, as somebody who is not as crazy about Acuff as most everybody else, I would like to say, wow, Jeff Teague's onto something after what he said on the Club 520 pod, but he really didn't say anything. Just like spreading rumors about, I got reports of work ethic. I mean, another thing, and Matt George mentioned this today, if there is anything to that, a germ of truth, you know that it's not going to catch anybody who is involved in the decision-making process by surprise.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's not going to be like Scott Perry, like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I wish I'd known that.
Exactly.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, if it wasn't for Jeff Teague and the 520 podcast, we never would have known about.
Thank goodness for the 520.
Yeah. I also like Morez Johnson Jr.
Now, what are we talking about?
I do too.
Morez, that's actually.
Trade down scenario?
Yeah. The problem with Alan Graves is it's a bit of a reach, right? If you are 12, 17, you can go get him. It just depends. But LeBaron, Cameron Carr is going to be gone. But LeBaron, some combination of LeBaron, Cameron Carr, Morez Johnson Jr., who else is out there? Bennett Sturtz, Alan Graves, Dalen Swain. Those are my guys.
I do think that getting caught in that mindset of, well, we need a point guard, they better get a point guard. Considering how many needs the Kings have right now, I think that's a treacherous way to look at it. Now, I get it. Everybody needs a point guard at some point. This is supposed to be a good point guard draft. I understand that. But the whole idea that, well, you got to get a point guard to start, that's just not a smart approach.
No.
It doesn't make sense.
If that was the case, then the teams at the top, and I know the Wizards have Trae Young, but if that were the case, then all these bad teams would only be looking at point guards, and that's not the case. That's not what's happening right now. So
Why don't you just draft a forward and then you get Ja? So that's all.
That could also be in play.
No, please, no.
Hey, that could also be in play.
No.
That could also be in play. Or if Caleb slips, he ain't gonna slip to 7. But yeah, if Acuff isn't there for me, I might just say, baby, we're going down swinging.
What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Sugar, we're going down.
All right, sure. But, okay, what?
I'm trading down if Acuff ain't there.
Okay, I got you.
And I've always held that thought process. And I ain't changing now.
Has Acuff always been your guy?
He just has the most star potential to me. Keaton goes back and forth. Keaton goes back and forth. Honestly, if I could find a way to get Braden and one of my wings at the bottom, Braden and Dalen Swain or Braden and Morez Johnson, I'd do that. But Braden Burries, there's no world, I don't think, where he's going to be around at 12. Because that's who I would take.
Why don't you just take him at 7?
Because if Acuff isn't there, I would still rather get 2 players versus taking Braden Burries. But I like him, I think, a lot more than some of the other talking heads out there. But I just don't see how the Kings are going to get him.
I do think, like you guys said, and I think, Jay, you said it first, it is interesting that the Kings, considering where they're picking, that they've only had 2 of the top 30 players come in. Yeah. One of them hasn't even come in yet.
Now, are we sure?
Even the Nets and they're just one spot ahead. They've had Acuff, who's 6, Brown 7, Ament 10, Kareem Lopez 14. So they've had 4, or 4 have either come in or are scheduled.
Are we sure? Like, I know what you said, Jay, and bringing in Scott Perry was supposed to stop all that, but are we sure?
Look at Allen.
No, are we sure that's not happening? I don't know.
That screwdriver getting underneath and trying to pry up the board.
No, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they haven't asked.
Yeah, who knows? All options are possible. That's just like me in this draft.
I get your point, though, would be that Scott Perry is good at A, either having people come in, or B, containing it if they don't want to.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
with his connection.
Part of the Acuff thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How are you going to want Acuff and he hasn't come and worked out? Oh, well, yeah, he has been here.
He's been here.
Yeah. Right.
He's been here. Mm-hmm. I can confirm it.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you did. That's very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can confirm the confirmations.
You're about 2.5 hours too late with that, but that's okay. It's still helpful.
I'll let it sit for a bit. You came out too hot.
That thing's cool.
Yeah.
Let it cool down. Won't be long. We'll finally be here. I do think I get to sense all the talk about trading down is just it's created by the vacuum. It's like, well, we've got to talk about something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's really realistic.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But you've been on it from the jump, haven't you?
Yeah.
You really have. Yeah.
We'll see. They could still bring in some others to work out.
Mm-hmm. And we'll turn our attention to the National Football League next, with your permission, of course.
I need it.
All right. NFL execs have named their 8 favorite moves of the offseason. Guess what team made the list twice, Jay? It ain't your team.
It is. It is.
We'll look at it.
That's right.
Next on Sactown Sports.
Once again, the bright lights of New York are calling. And Alan Stiles is ready to answer.
I'm talking to my guy Michael Scotto, and I want to chop cheese. And, if I get my coffee, then I go down to Bodega. I say I need a bagel with lox. Let me get some lox.
So, how about those Knicks?
Hey, you see Brunson last night? Forget about it. Hey, OG Anunoby, where'd he come from? I don't know, B.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140. Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event.
Well, you'll have to choose between 3 great deals. 0% financing for 60 months, 2.9% financing for 72 months, or 4.9% financing for 84 months. And whichever you choose, you get no payments for 90 days.
Whoa, that was so many numbers. I don't even know what it all means.
It means you will save thousands of dollars on your new Ram truck with the best financing options available. It's a choose-your-own savings and payments adventure with Hoblet Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Financing through SFS for qualified buyers. 0% for 60 months equals $1,667 per thousand borrowed. 2.9% for 72 months equals $1,515 per thousand borrowed. 4.9% for 84 months equals $1,408 per thousand borrowed. No payments for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Offers cannot be combined with certain other incentives. Excludes Ram, 1500 RHO, and Tungsten models. Sample VIN 342368. See dealer for details.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Have a request for you, Alan, from X. Whitey, could you ask Alan to break down tape on Corey Camper Jr., point guard out of Nevada? He was high on Kobe Sanders from Nevada last year, so I wonder if Camper could catch his eye as an unrestricted free agent or second-round pick.
What was his name?
Corey Camper. But I know I'll ask, but, I just did. Alan's got kind of a backlog going right now, don't you? With the draft coming up?
Yeah.
Guys to look at?
Definitely. Let me see here. Okay, so he's... 6'5", senior. All right, out of Nevada.
Look at you asking, it's happening. He's already doing
39.9, 40% from three. Ooh. Yeah, we can make some time for Corey. Yeah, we'll make some time for Corey. I can do that for you.
All right.
I can definitely do that for you.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how he does it. Recording artist. He's got two small children. He's always, chasing people, fishermen off the lake. Where does he find the time for all of it? Doing River Cats games? That's true.
I didn't see any. I ran this morning today. Nobody.
Well, they know
the way I like it. Oh, yeah.
They scatter.
I got a siren.
The warden!
Yeah. Get out of here. Split. We got to scram.
It's a popo.
Wow. We got to go. Wow.
We have a list here from NFL scouts, executives, coaches about their favorite offseason moves. So it's surprising. One team shows up here. There's 8 moves that these scouts, executives, and coaches really liked. One team's mentioned a couple of times here. I'll just go through them here, and you guys please stop me or comment wherever you'd like. Broncos had juice with Jalen Waddle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a top 10?
No, it's just 8.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. A personnel executive with the team said, The move just makes a lot of sense for them because of the player fit. He's perfect for Sean, a good route runner who can get in and out of his breaks in the short to intermediate area, can also get loose deep. So they gave up a lot to get him, but they targeted a player they needed and made it happen. Browns trade Myles Garrett to the Rams. Yeah, I guess that was pretty well, we'll see how impactful it is.
Oh, yeah.
I think it has a chance to pay off for the Rams.
That's a good one.
Yeah, especially if Aaron Donald says, oh, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, and that's the word on the street.
Patriots acquire A.J. Brown and trade with the Eagles, of course. Duh. An NFL coordinator said he changes the math on the field. Defenses have to account for him. Often with more than one body, he can still get yards after catch, and he wins 50-50 balls. That's something New England's offense didn't have last year. 49ers trade third-round pick for Osa Odigizua.
Okay,
man.
Great pickup.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah. Obviously, this is not ranked because that'd be number one.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Honorable mention. But.
One NFC executive said, good player fit, perfect scheme fit, good pricing, excellent contract to inherit.
Who said that?
So an NFC executive.
Okay, from down south somewhere?
Not sure who.
Always.
Yeah.
Who said that again? How'd he say it again?
Good player, perfect scheme fit, good pricing, excellent contract to inherit. Yeah, whoever. That's the way the guy said it. That's a pretty good pickup, Alan. Come on. Saints draft Jordan Tyson at number 8, talented wide receiver out of Arizona State. Panthers sign Rasheed Walker at discount. He entered free agency with the top billing at left tackle.
Okay.
Bengals deal for Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. And 8th and finally, what? 49ers again? What?
Okay.
Not again. Again?
Okay.
49ers draft Dejon Stribling at number 33.
Real? Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
It's I don't know, ESPN. It's just, factual. It's based, like I said, on a survey of executives. He was going within the first 5 to 10 picks in the second round. An NFC executive said, that was not a reach at all. He can really play.
Okay.
So look at that.
Yeah, who was the exec? John Lynch?
Jeremy Fowler, by the way, is the answer to your question. No. Very respected and knowledgeable football writer.
Well, he didn't. Yeah, this is based on what execs chose. He didn't write. He didn't list them himself.
Right. So it's more
not about him.
Yeah. Carries more water.
It's about.
I tried to you're so excited. Oh, the Raiders are. I said, no, they're not. Yes, they are.
Yeah. Well,
they're not.
He clearly just didn't get to speak with anybody connected to the Raiders because this is just what this is. And
what did he miss? What needs to be on there?
Fernando, for one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't really say Max because they did try to move him, but how is Stribling on there but not Fernando?
I mean, apparently, executives, you don't listen to Jay, you don't listen to me about the 49ers. Just executives thought, wow, that was
no, you know what? This is good.
Nice pickup.
Still in the draft.
Yeah. No.
He is considered an ideal fit for Coach Kyle Shanahan's offense.
This is actually perfect.
By people who do this for a living.
This is y'all's problem. This is y'all's problem. That you get gassed up by all this type of stuff is what is exactly wrong with the Niners.
I don't have a problem.
How are we gassed up if they were saying it?
No
Niner fan said this, Alan.
We were on Jeremy Fowler's list, and Stribling was the steal of the draft. The steal of the draft. Only the Niners. They got the best PR in the league. Goes from being a reach to the steal of the draft, running a couple routes outside, run a couple routes at OTAs, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
A rookie mini camp. It looked like the steal of the draft to me. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Steal, that should be, you're right, that should be his
all
nickname.
This other stuff makes sense. I didn't even put Mike Evans. How they not put Evans, but put Dejon Stribling?
Well, they didn't want the whole thing to be 49er.
You know who this was?
It probably should have been, but you're right. They wanted to just spread the wealth a little bit.
No, you know who this was? I know what this was. This was a double agent. This was somebody from the Seahawks or the Rams gassing up the Niners. Oh, yeah, that Stribling pick. That Stribling pick sure was something.
Huh.
That's what this is.
But they put themselves on there as the Rams.
I know exactly what this is.
Yeah, but the Rams are in there.
Right.
I know what this is.
So it must have been a Seahawk.
It was a Seahawk. I know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell. You know what? Yeah, actually, y'all do deserve to be on there twice. I agree, Whitey.
Odiggy Zua is going to end up being, if he stays healthy, that's going to end up being a great deal.
I won't argue that one.
Yeah.
I won't argue that one.
Third-round pick for him.
He was really good for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I won't argue that one.
Need.
I will not argue that one. But and maybe, look, I'm not saying that Stribling won't end up being the steal of the draft. I'm saying I just don't know how it went from them getting roasted by the first time they've ever been roasted by local media to now all of a sudden he's the steal of the draft.
The media didn't know what they was talking about.
That's right.
These are execs. These are execs, Alan.
Many evaluators liked this pickup at 33, though it was questioned by fans and media members at the time.
See?
Mm-hmm.
So what changed?
Stop listening to the damn media is what
changed. These people were wrong. The people who know were right. And NFC executive said, that was not a reach at all. He can really play.
Yeah, he can play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can play.
See, that's the thing. You're putting too much stock in the media when you need to be putting stock in the execs.
If the
front
Panthers,
office people.
You get a text that says he sucks, and you're like, oh, well, I guess he does.
If the Panthers made this pick at 33, that ain't on this list. It's not on this list.
Panthers don't make moves like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't have the insight.
Yeah, you're right.
Although that signing
Throughout the
Rasheed
league.
Walker for the Panthers, that did make the list.
Okay. Well, if the Raiders did it, then it would not be on this list.
Alan's mad because he thought the Raiders were on there twice, and they ended up getting the big goose egg.
I'm happy here. I'm happy. We're focused on real success. Not
Who
this.
is? Wait, who we talking about? Who's focused on that?
The Raiders. That's what we're focused on. Y'all can have these lists.
Yeah, we'll see.
Where everybody caters to you. No one caters to the
front
Raiders.
office execs.
Front office execs. They all,
One
let's
of them
say
sounded like Jerry Jones. Why is Jerry Jones going to
they
sing
all
the praise
just
to the 49ers?
catering to the Niners.
Giants Pride Night controversy ain't Tony V's fault, but it is another example of how he's in over his head. Alan and I agreed on this. Did you hear what Tony V had to say about the whole thing? It's what he might want back. Next on Sactown Sports.
The X Games are coming to Sacramento. Join Kayla Anderson at Sactown Sports 1140 at Cal Expo from June 26th through the 28th to watch the top action sports athletes in the world go head-to-head with 3 days of high-octane competition, BMX, skateboarding, and Moto X, plus live music from global electronic music icon Cascade, Grammy-winning producer Artist Mustard, and DJ Subtronics. Get your tickets today at xgames.com. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
We golfers tend to grumble too much. Golf Monthly's Nick Bonfield compiled our biggest complaints. They include our own game. The refrain, is it going to be another one of those days, should maybe be realigned and set about the next shot with positivity. Next is our equipment. We always blame our tools even though they were just along for the ride. Course conditioning is another gripe, and maybe you should try getting up while it's still dark, whether it's 108 or 32 degrees, and deal with global warming, limited budgets, and sustainability. And then go hug your superintendent for what they do. Dress codes get a lot of attention. Some feel the tradition should be maintained, and others are comfortable in t-shirts. It's a game, people. Also in the mix are rules of golf, slow play, the World Handicap System, tee time booking systems, bad luck, and more. I say you get out of it what you're willing to put into it. You're on a golf course, your phone's not ringing, and you might make a birdie or two. Enjoy the moment. There's lots of time left in the day for complaints. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg. But the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, 'cause now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Goal!
Here's to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price? Guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
This is the sound of Jack, buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
The Steel City comes to town as the A's host the Pittsburgh Pirates for a thrilling 3-game series starting Monday, June 15th. Kick off the week with an exciting Monday matchup, followed by special theme nights and exclusive ballpark giveaways all midweek long. Don't miss your chance to catch rare interleague action right here in Sacramento, where the A's take on the Pittsburgh Pirates starting Monday, June 15th. Get tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets. In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 59, Nick Bosa wins Defensive Player of the Year.
In his 4th season with the San Francisco 49ers, defensive lineman Nick Bosa earned first-team All-Pro honors, ended the 17-game regular season slate as the league's sack leader, and was announced as the AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Bosa became a member of an exclusive club of 49ers defensive legends to win the award. Bosa joined former defensive tackle Dana Stubblefield, who won it in '97, and cornerback Deion Sanders, who got the honor in 1994.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140. Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
On the YouTube chat, Kimberly says, I thought Kingston came here. Did I miss something? We know that Scott Perry went out to dinner with him, but I don't think that he has worked out here. And as far as we know, there are no plans for him to work out here.
Yeah.
So and that's probably what you're thinking, is that you heard that they dined together.
And we do hear about stuff like this all the time, right? In the past, where it was, oh, I thought so-and-so was going to draft me. You know, we were talking the whole time, and then I got a call from, I feel like we just heard this with the NFL draft. Oh, yeah, I thought so-and-so was going to draft me. I was talking to them the whole time. Then I get a call from a team I've never talked to. So I don't think it's as rare as people think. That was the whole thing with Halliburton. I think he had talked to a bunch of teams, and none of them ended up taking him.
That same draft, remember LaMelo said he was told the Warriors are going to take him? You ever heard that?
Right.
I think Jalen Rose came out and said, oh, yeah, he was told he was going to.
Yeah.
And you can see him at one point, he's holding up 2 fingers because he thought he was going second, and he didn't. I still don't know what's what there, but it appears that he thought he was going to a different team.
But this happens.
Yeah.
It happens. So, it doesn't mean that the Kings don't like Kingston or anything like that. Apparently, from the other side of it, according to Jonathan Wasserman, Kingston has been selective with his workouts. So maybe he feels like, look, the Kings obviously like me. There's a connection there. I don't need to fly out to Sacramento. I like where I'm at.
Pardon me. Raider Ted says, I never thought the Knicks would finally win in my lifetime, so anything is possible for the Kings. We just need to keep hope alive, Alan. Come on. Alan.
Anything is possible.
Come on.
Anything. I guess the one thing you could say is outside of Brunson, who, if Brunson's pops was not on the Knicks, I don't know that he still goes to the Knicks, right? I don't know if it was
that's
about
one reason they hired him.
Right. So even though it's a big market team, couldn't you argue, Whitey, that the Knicks didn't do it in a typical big market way outside of the Brunson signing, who people did not think Brunson was going to be a superstar anyway?
Yeah, I'd agree with that, rather than, bringing in a bunch of big-name free agents.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this team was put together in a very astute manner. Dean, Flemings is better than Fox. Better shooter, better mid-range, better at threes. Has a better feel for the game than Fox and better passer. Why are we not drafting a better Fox instead of Acuff, Alan?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm just not comfortable saying anybody is better than, as much as I'll give De'Aaron Fox all the grief in the world, I'm not going to sit here and say anybody is better than an NBA player until I see them play in the NBA. I'm just not going to do that. Now, if you're saying, Dean, and maybe I'm taking it too literal, maybe it's about, hey, I think he projects to be a better version of De'Aaron Fox. I can see where you're coming from there, but I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for. Acuff is somebody that can be a big hub of your offense, or that's his ceiling. That is not Kingston Fleming's ceiling.
All the people that really, really like Acuff, and there are a lot of them, say that he has tremendous offensive upside.
Mm-hmm.
That he could be a really dynamic offensive player.
Right. Nobody else is.
They're not saying that about Flemings.
No.
Even people say, yeah, he's a really good player. No one says, oh, my goodness, he's Dame Lillard. He's Allen Iverson.
Right. And at this point, you have to, if you're the Kings, you've already, and this is where, people like myself and Chris Watkins disagree, in my opinion, you're already down at 7. You might as well take a swing versus keeping it safe and, getting a good player, sure, but you could have the 8th pick next. You could have the 8th pick next. You could never get the first round. You could never get a top 3 pick. So you have to take some swings when you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll get back to all that top of the hour. Jay, I don't know if you've seen this yet. Have you seen or heard Tony Vitello's answer to a question about Pride Night?
No.
And again, I think Alan and I are on the same page here, which is people feel how they feel, and Alan and I I think you would support Pride Night at the Giants game. I understand there's people that won't, and they just never will, and they believe that the reason they won't, they believe they're in the right. So rather than try to preach about what anyone should believe, I'm just looking at this in terms of, wow, how could the organization have avoided this? And I think they've continued to make some missteps. For example, Alan, I know you know this because you do the you do the Alan podcast on the Giants. Somebody, I think it was the Chronicle, somebody went to the Giants and said, can we talk to somebody about this from the organization? They said, no one is available. Is there anybody we can talk to? No one's available.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So Tony Vitello was asked whether any of the players, if he had discussed it with any of the bullpen members who put biblical verses on their cap. Tony V said, not really. I mean, just kind of a general knowledge of the individuals have the freedom to do what they think is best. But I do think it's been apparent from day one, actually, even some of the exhibition games, it's pretty impressive how the Giants as an organization try to embrace the entire community. We don't want to be divided, but you can divide it up into certain sections, if you know what I mean. And then he said a few more things. It's like, wow, This is such a delicate situation to me. The manager, anybody speaking on behalf of the organization, has to be very direct. This is how we feel about it. This is right. This is wrong. This is what we accept. But the whole, not really. I mean, so to speak, you don't want to be divided. I don't think he did himself or the organization any favors. And this is one of the important parts of being a manager at the major league level. It's not just deciding the lineup, which you have less of that to do than you used to, but you are the public-facing face of the organization.
Yeah.
And too often, to me, we've seen already this year, I think this guy's in over his head, and it's not doing him or the organization any favors.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if there is a PR crew. And look, when there's nothing going on and it's just Tony Vitello being Tony Vitello, let him freestyle, whatever. You brought him in. Buster seems to like it. It can be entertaining. Cool. For this situation, I don't know if they're trying to say, hey, here are some talking points, and he just says, I'm good, or if they're just letting him shoot from the hip, which I would put less on Tony V because he hasn't been in these situations.
Right.
But, yeah, to me, it's just a very, again, and I think I saw, I don't know if you saw this, that every team does Pride Night besides the Texas Rangers. They're doing, I think, a family and faith night or something like that. So, again, conversation isn't about agreeing or disagreeing, but from an organization standpoint.
But how you handle.
Yes, how you put yourself, your manager, your organization in these spots, that matters. And I want to put it on Tony V, but I don't know if Buster is the right person to put it on either. It just feels like just a miss all around. And even after the blowback of it, to just say, hey, yeah, maybe we should have, had everybody on the same page. I know my guys are never going to do anything out of hate, but we understand how it could be taken that way. And moving forward, we're going to make sure that whatever we do is going to be more uniform.
Yeah, to me, as I've said, as much as I support Pride Night, if the Giants had an inkling of that might happen, then don't have it.
Right.
Maybe that's, MLB would say, no, you have to have it. MLB, by the way, has issued warnings to the relievers.
Right.
You can't do that. You can't write on your hat. Well, when are they going to do that again? What is that accomplishing?
Well, what I read was technically it's if somebody says anything, Whitey, Dad, love you, Dad, then they're allegedly they're getting warnings for that. So anytime somebody does something like that. So they're saying just in general, if here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I know. So it really isn't applicable. So it's kind of missing the whole point.
Right. In theory, if they were to write something, write a Bible verse again on a non-Pride night, they would get reprimanded again. But it only has happened this one time on Pride night.
And then Mike Krukow went on the flagship, and, he's one of the faces of the organization, and his son is gay, and he said he was very disappointed. So anyway, it's a bad scene for the Giants, and I just think it was very avoidable. When we come back, one of the most puzzling kings ever, about to enter free agency. How much is he going to get, and from whom? We're back with that next, Sactown Sports.
Once again, the bright lights of New York are calling. And Alan Stiles is ready to answer.
I'm talking to my guy Michael Scotto, and I want to chop cheese. And, if I get my coffee, then I go down to Bodega. I say I need a bagel with lox. Let me get some lox.
So, how about those Knicks?
Hey, you see Brunson last night? Forget about it. Hey, OG Anunoby, where'd he come from? I don't know, B.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see, the new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Megan, trapeze artist and scratchers enthusiast. So, Megan, what do you like about playing scratchers?
Well, they're easy to play when I'm hanging around.
Oh, okay. Like when you're relaxing?
No, like when I'm hanging on the trapeze. I swing upside down, then do a quadruple somersault, all while playing scratchers. Watch this. Ta-da!
Unbelievable.
I know, right?
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents it's local but they're in L.A., red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Mark your calendars because MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is landing at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Witness nearly 100 of the world's best athletes compete in skate, BMX, and Moto X events and catch live music performances by global electronic music icon Cascade on Friday night and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard and electronic music producer and DJ Subtronics on Saturday night. Don't miss MoonPay X Games. Lock in your tickets now at xgames.com.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
So we've got the draft coming up. We've got NBA free agency coming up. And one of the most puzzling Kings ever is about to enter free agency. Before we get to that, where he might go, how much he might get. Alan, is there anything that has happened today draft-wise that you feel we need to review? For those just joining us, I know at this point, much, if not all of it, is speculation, but there are a few nuggets that have been bouncing around this afternoon.
Yeah, it does feel like anything is possible, but the trading up conversation feels done. Feels like that is not happening. Now, we still have a couple more days left here, but it from what we've gathered, it feels like the Kings are either going to stay there or maybe see if they can grab some value. If they don't see that big of a difference between those guards and LeBaron Philon or Bennett Sturts or Chris Anderson, Braden Burries, if they don't see that big of a difference, then they might say, we need dogs and we need more young players and we're going to trade down. So that was it from Kristen Peak. But outside of that, Whitey, I mean, that would be crazy just to bring in 4 dudes. Bringing in 4 new players.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to bring in at least 3.
At least 3.
Presumably.
That's why I think the wave and stretch provision and all this stuff for DeMar, I don't know. That's my thought process on all this. You're bringing in 3 guys. I would hope that those second rounders are ready to go. Maybe they're more G League adjacent. But if you're going to be a bad team, and I know you don't want to be the relegation sensation, but if you're not going to be a great team, I just feel like, I don't know, the DeAndre Hunters and guys like that, how much time you want to give these dudes. Or maybe, Whitey, it's similar to last season where you'll start the season with the vets, with the crew. Hopefully they play themselves into a position where you can move them, and if not, things get squirrely on the back end.
And I have to think the Kings have a longer history of this. Scott Perry's only been there for the 1 draft so far. But with the success they've had historically and the success that Scott Perry had last year beyond the draft with Dylan Cardwell, and you look at the names of people that they've been bringing in, I have to think they're very, very, very open to bringing in, a player or 2 who they're not even going to draft.
Right. So they're – and that's where Scott did great work last go round.
Yeah.
Right? That second round, and also some of the undrafted moves that he made. So, yeah, there's just not a lot of space here, oddly enough. Everyone keeps talking about, the Thunder and all these teams. A lot of these teams they're just running out of roster space.
I know we already had somebody today in the chat saying, can we just get this over with? And we're tired of hearing about Acuff. And people have been asking, why are they so crazy about Acuff? If it's true, it appears to be true. If it is true, I think the answer is this. As much as Alan and I and many other fans have said, oh my goodness, they should have lost more games so they could have got a top 3 or 4 pick and they could have had a better chance at a franchise saver. I think the Kings, or at least Scott Perry, sees Acuff as a guy who still could be that. I think they still think at 7 they could still get their guy. I think if everything we're hearing is true, that's why they see Acuff as a guy that could be, even though he's a smaller guard, a guy who can be transformational for your franchise and be your guy.
And I think that's why it's funny, because it's a rock and a hard place, right? If you feel like that, then why in the world would he be there at 7? If you feel like that and he is at 7.
Because it's a good draft. And because hopefully, you see something that other teams don't. It's a great question, though.
Okay.
And that's why people think they might trade up, because if they view him that highly, if you think it's a franchise guy, you would trade up. But I buy into the narrative that they're not going to do that. Maybe it's posturing, but just because, wow, we really like him, but we just don't have the assets. It would set us back too far. Even though we'd be getting the guy we like, we just can't afford to do that because we're behind the 8 ball already on our roster.
I would look long and hard at the Acuff situation. And the other thing is too, what's the timing on all this? I know how it works when, things get announced, but how much can be set in place where the Kings go to the Thunder, right? And they say, hey, if Acuff isn't there, the trade, we will go through with this trade.
Some of that wouldn't be determined until the actual picks are made, because you can have a deal. If this guy's there, then we do this trade.
Right. And that's why you have the amount of time.
Yeah. And then the pick before you, the guy goes, and that's like the deal's off, and we would never hear about it.
Right.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So
that's why and Kings fans know this from Marquise Chris, even after your team picks a guy, it's like, okay, is he going to be the guy or are they going to spin him off?
How many different dimensions or universes do you think the Kings are prepared for? Like, obviously they have normal, okay, straightforward. Darius Acuff, maybe straightforward. Kingston Flemings. Is it straightforward if it's Wagler? Is it straightforward if it's Michael? What's the situation there?
Who knows? Yeah.
Probably a lot, though.
I'm not going to hazard a guess.
Probably a lot, though.
Yes.
Then, trade down's probably lower on the list, I would assume. I don't know that trade up is still there. I don't know if they make a call. Unless next week, well, literally this week, Nets and Acuff are going to happen, but we've also seen sounds like they'd be content.
If by chance, given that, Wagler's supposed to come in next week and Acuff has already come in, and other than that, they haven't had anybody in the top 30 come in, right? That's what we think we know. If that's the case, Acuff and Wagler are both off the board when you pick. Does that mean, we're trading down because we didn't even work out anybody else?
That's what I'm saying. Or we like what we've seen from Michael. We took Kingston to dinner. We liked what he had to say. But that's what I'm saying. If you can't get guys in the building because they have said, hey, we're focusing on, we're being strategic in whoever we're working out with, do you just say, well, we still like Kingston. We've always liked Kingston, and we're going to take them? Because here's the other thing. If you go back to that list, Whitey, that had who'd worked out with who of the Kings worked out with from lower in the first round, you would still be taking a chance because you probably didn't work out those guys either.
No. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. By the way, the list that Alan's talking about, at Hoops Hype, you can find it. And assuming it's accurate, it's a list of everybody who has worked out for each team. Although, again, some of the names that are on there are guys that haven't actually worked out yet for the teams that they're listed under. Lester joining us here at Sactown Sports. Hello, Lester. How are you?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the call. I just wanted to chime in because I find this draft pretty fascinating because of the number of it seems really good basketball players that are going to be in this draft. It's a deep draft, and I don't foresee the we're looking at Sacramento. I know Mike Brown's gone. That situation, you guys, they all gave up on him too soon. But they got to get talent. I think if Wagler or Acuff are not there, which I don't think Acuff is going to be there, Wagler's a possibility. They should trade down. If they could trade down 3 or 4 spots and still get, Burries, Brown, Lindenborg, you got a number of guys. Phylon, you got a lot of guys going to be there and still pick up another pick next year or another first rounder. They should do it. Try and get 3 or 4 starters, potential starters, or at least guys that are going to be on this basketball team for the next 8 to 10 years potentially. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Lester. Do you have a name for your acolytes, your disciples who are with you now on the trade down?
No.
The trade downers?
Yeah, nah. The TD committee.
Trade down for Waters?
No, the TD committee.
Okay.
The trade down committee.
Okay.
The TDC. Yeah. Lester, welcome to the TDC. Trade down committee. Yeah. Who joined us today? Jay, welcome to the TDC.
We're shaking it off. I don't know if you...
The TDC.
I just gave you a little more juice.
You had a smile on that face, Jay.
That thing is done. It's been done, so we got to help you out. Put some petrol in your
I was on
tank.
your website, but I didn't click on anything yet.
Come on, you got to pop up. TDC. Join today. Enter your email here. So Lester actually, guys, brings up a world that we have not discussed yet, and we can go into this a little bit deeper. Lester discussed a world where you're not trading down for 2 picks. You're just trading down for future assets. So that's a world, and now obviously it takes 2 to tango. But if you are in Lester's world, and let's say it's 9. I know Braden Burry said what he wanted to say about the Mavs, but if you did say, and maybe 9's not deep enough, but if you went 10, right? Hey, the Bucks, you're about to lose Giannis. Let's just flip. And I know the Bucks probably aren't great because they have no picks, but you understand what I'm saying. You wouldn't do it with the Warriors because it's just not going to happen. But if you traded down, didn't get 2 picks, but you only dropped down a little bit, and then maybe you got some version of a first in 2027, 2028 in a softer draft. So you're not losing that much. And that's the one option we haven't talked about, which I just don't think they would do it. If you could convince the Hawks to drop down to 8, and then you'd get their number 23. I don't know how you do that, but that would be my ideal scenario. But dropping down one, the Hawks would probably say, well, we know you're not going to take Mara, so we don't have to do that.
Yeah, right. They wouldn't have the motivation to do that. I'm not in the TDC, but it's nice. You guys have the open door policy. I've been to a few meetings, I must confess. I'm not a member.
You know, and I think you click subscribe.
I come in sometimes and just, participate in some of the meetings. And one of the things I've suggested at one of the recent meetings was, hey, if you're going to trade down, which is the whole point why you nuts are here, how about Oklahoma City Thunder, as we discussed?
Yeah.
Scott Perry has a history with Sam Presti. Scott Perry and Sam Presti pulled off a deal last year.
Yeah, and I love Lesser's thought process, but listen to the teams that are under the Kings. The Hawks, who we just talked about, that's only 8. No motivation there. The Mavs, we know they it sounds like they like Braden Burries. What would the Mavs give up for even 2 spots, right? Mm-hmm. 10 is the Bucks. The Bucks don't really have draft assets to give you, and they're going to hold on to it because they're supposedly about to lose Giannis. Then go ahead, Whitey.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just going to add to that on that Jeff Teague podcast, Club 520. Somebody on there, I don't think it was Jeff Teague. Somebody said the Bucks love Acuff. So
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's
they might be motivated to trade up, but I don't know if you'll be there.
Last time I checked, they didn't have any first. But we can. I mean, if I'm Scott Perry, I don't care about a 2030. And I know people actually were valuing those because things could change again after 2029.
You'd have to be trading with the Bucks for things that they're going to get for Giannis that they don't actually have yet.
Yes.
Oh, we're good for it. We're good for it.
Then at 11, you have the Warriors. No way. The Warriors aren't giving up assets because they're going to lose Steph at some point here in the next couple years. And then next is 12 with the Thunder. So you would just be in the same conversation that you already brought up, Whitey. So why even mess around? I'm just double checking the Bucks. I know when we were doing all this stuff during the season, they didn't have picks. The Bucks, they have a 2027, but New Orleans has the rights to swap. So you would basically a pick swap with you'd get that pick, but then you'd mess around with New Orleans, and then Portland, it's another swap in 2028. So they don't flat out own any of their picks until 2031.
Real quick here, turn our attention to free agency. Here are the top available free agents, and one of them is a former King. Jalen Duren, Tier 1 max guy, according to Hollinger. Tier 2, James Harden, Austin Reeves, Hartenstein, LeBron. We've got Trae Young in there, Julian Champagnie, Nemi Ishiketa. Yeah. Tari Eason. Tier 3, Colin Gillespie, I know you like, and Keon Ellis.
Man, I haven't heard that name.
Yes, I know.
I haven't heard that name in a minute.
One of the most puzzling Kings ever. Hollinger says, my numbers have always been far more bullish on Ellis than the people who coach his teams. The Cavs barely used Ellis, who's they acquired him from Sacramento, whose more baffling unwillingness to put him on the court made him available in the first place. At his best, Ellis is a plus defender at guard who has money on open threes, but he's undersized against apex wings and doesn't offer a lot of shot creation. Ellis could be a nice fit on a rebuilding team such as, says Hollinger, Brooklyn, or one emerging from hibernation such as Utah or Washington.
Wow.
So even John Hollinger, who has spent time in an NBA front office, says, I don't understand why teams don't play Keon Ellis.
Apex wing.
There you go.
Yeah, he does struggle with those apex wings.
Yes, he does.
He does. Man, well, he ain't coming home. We know that. That's over, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Please let it be.
They couldn't wait to get rid of him.
And
I don't know why, but.
Yeah. But, Jay, now we got the text line. Who down with TDC? Yeah, you know me. 916 text of the day. Who down with TDC? Hey, it's the TDC, man. Trade down committee. You already know. We're going to see what happens. 12, 17, 14, 16. I think that's it. So who's with me? Who is in the TDC?
I've been to a meeting or two. You and I have both been on the website.
Well, that's because, you know what, tonight, if I'm truly going to be a member of the TDC.
A member? You are.
Well, I am the president. I am the founder. I'm put on LinkedIn. Founder and CEO of the TDC. But if I'm going to do this, and we're going to get those shirts made, I got to talk to Boss Man. If we're going to do this tonight, guys, I got a long night. I got to tell the missus, look, you got to feed the kids. There's some things that we're going to have to figure out tonight because I got a Corey tape.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's.
I got a Corey tape. I got Chris Anderson tape. I got Morez. I already did Morez Johnson. I got to relook at Hans Steinbach. I got a lot of tape tonight because this thing is really getting so
Doesn't it
momentum.
scary if you're in room by yourself at night and you're
I keep the light on. Chris Cenac Jr. Yeah, I got a lot of tape, fellas. A lot of tape. Woo! It's going to be a long night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know when I'm done. TDC, this one's for you, man. This one's for you.
Mm-hmm. Who's your ideal target? I think you've probably said.
Well, it's hard to say.
Yeah,
all of those guys down there. But give me LeBaron, Philon. If I could get LeBaron and Cameron Carr, that would be incredible. I just don't think you're going to be able to do that.
Are there any of these free agents that in a perfect world you'd like to pursue if you're the Kings? Remember, right now it's like you can't.
Right.
You can't get
You have no money.
Yeah. But if you're able to free up some space, I'll just read the list here. Tobias Harris, Sandro Mamukelashvili.
2 no's.
DeAndre Ayton, Norman Powell.
3 no's, 4
John
no's.
Collins.
Oh, man, a day late and $1 short for John
Kobe
Collins.
White.
No.
Lou Dort.
I'm leaving.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred VanVleet, free
No.
agent. Kristaps Porzingis.
No.
Next up we have for you, sir, CJ McCollum.
It would help so he'd stop killing the Kings, but
Yeah, Mark Williams.
No.
Walker Kessler.
there's like always drama with him.
Ayo Dosunmu.
If the Kings were good, then yes, but they're not.
I like Ayo Dosunmu.
He had that crazy
26
game.
years old.
Yeah, that crazy game.
But right now it's like you just don't have the money.
No. You don't have the money and the whole timeline thing. I feel like Ayo Dosunmu in some sort of world, is that a conversation, like a Neat Clifford conversation? Could he be a player like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a kind of, I know we said Josh Hart, but I don't know. I think Josh Hart's is way more physical than Neek.
I think if you're the most optimistic of optimistic Kings fans, one of the things you're banking on this year, and it's a little out there, but that's what optimistic fans do. You're thinking, man, Neek and Maxime last year, they were good.
Mm-hmm.
What if they're even better this year? And then, I'll just play the game. I'm playing the game. And then Keegan's healthy. Domas has something to prove, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! You bring in, who knows who you're going to bring in at 7 or 12 or whatever.
Right. 7, you bring in Acuff into that, it would at least be entertaining.
A motivated Zach LaVine off the bench.
Well, he is motivated to leave. He was motivated for that next contract. Now, he could have I shouldn't say leave. He might get that next contract with the Kings, but he's motivated for his next contract.
Zach, this is your role, clearly stated. You may not like it, but at least you know this is it. You don't have to worry about going out there and going, am I getting the ball? Am I getting how many shots? No, you're coming off the bench. This is it. Your last year here. Oh, I'm telling you, Alan.
Yeah.
Woo! Coach Doug Christie leading that team into the play-in or better. Coach Christie earning a contract. It's all out there. It's all laid out for the Kings right now.
It's there.
It is.
It's there. A lot of things would have to go right. And maybe on the other side, too, a couple teams that we think are going to be good don't perform the way that we thought they were going to perform. So, it's all possible. I would say the number one thing I'd be looking to get out of that next season, it's the same thing it's always been. Can we get at least closer to Keegan Murray's ceiling?
Yeah.
Can we just see a little bit more?
The trickiest part of Scott Perry's job is going to be acquiring talent, bringing in talent, still in the process of doing that and evaluating everything. Talent that fits together. I think it was Law Murray was writing about the Kings and saying, individually, there's talent there. We all know that. just a terrible fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does Scott Perry say, and I think, most of that you move on from players, some of that takes care of itself, but how do you put together a roster of players that actually fit together and become a team? That's going to be one of the next challenges. Not there yet, but getting there. I mean, he's had too many other nuts and bolts things to do, like get off of the big contracts and actually bring in young talent. Well, then how do you bring it together?
Yeah, I don't know how easy it is to make a team that is the perfectly cohesive team, but I know it can't be too hard to build a team that fits better than what we just watched the last 1.5 years.
Dean with a question for you, Alan. Drive Guys, is it possible to get a first rounder for DeAndre Hunter on draft night?
No.
What do you think, Al?
That's going to be a no, Dean. He played like 3 games with the Kings. And he got traded for Dennis Schroeder. Does Dennis Schroeder just not open his suitcase? Does he never unpack? The Cavs want to move him. I know millionaires, but that's got to be a crazy life.
Come on home, D. Come on. And bring Dion with you.
No,
Jay, am I right?
I think that.
Come on home.
Home? I honestly don't think he unpacked in Sacramento. 2 months.
Huh. We'll come back. We'll get
Where's home?
Yeah. Where is home?
Anywhere he goes. He used to live there at one point.
Never have I ever.
Detroit, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He plays up.
Golden State.
If I'm him.
Atlanta. LA.
If I'm him, I would say trade me somewhere I haven't played yet.
He's like that.
I want to play
song.
for every team.
I've been from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA.
All of them.
Yeah, that song is about Dennis Schroeder.
That's what I would say. You can trade me, just trade me somewhere. I've never gone. I want to play everywhere. That's going to be my claim to fame. That's what I would say.
I will come back. We'll get to the phones. I'll also tell you what's cooking next on Sactown Sports. Come on, D!
Once again, the bright lights of New York are calling. And Alan Stiles is ready to answer.
I'm talking to my guy Michael Scotto, and I want to chop cheese. And, if I get my coffee, then I go down to Bodega. I say I need a bagel with lox. Let me get some lox.
So, how about those Knicks?
Hey, you see Brunson last night? Forget about it. Hey, OG Anunoby, where'd he come from? I don't know, B.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Delta breeze will do its thing again Tuesday night, sending valley temperatures down into the upper 50s Wednesday morning. Sacramento stays in the upper 90s Wednesday, the rest of the valley in the low 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Join Sactown Sports 1140 and Super Taco on June 17th at 1 p.m. for the ultimate soccer viewing party. Cheer on England or Croatia. Score team jerseys and prizes. Enjoy great food and wear your colors. Super Taco on Franklin Boulevard, June 17th at 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-360-0681 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-360-0681. That's 800-360-0681. What do you have to lose? Call 800-360-0681. Again, 800-360-0681.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Order up, Sacramento.
And for you, sir?
I will have the gabagool. The dinner bell rang, and it's time to find out what's on the menu.
Lunch? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Lunch is for whips.
So fire up the grill and crank up the burners, because it's time to find out what's cooking on the Drive Guys.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Do you understand?
Here's Whitey Gleason and Alan Stiles.
I'll have what she's having.
What's cooking is Jalen Brunson's reputation as an all-time great player. That thing is boiling right now. It's incredible, and we'll tell you why and who says he's a top 50 player in just a moment. That's what's cooking. First, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Chris joining us, Sactown Sports. Hey, Chris, you're on the Drive, guys. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. What can we do for you?
I was just calling about the trade down scenario, the committee, you know.
Are you applying for a membership with Alan?
I am not.
Okay. All right. Good for you. Yeah. Go ahead.
I listen to you guys, you know, when I'm at work. I own a business, so basically it's on from like 8:30 to 5:30 every day.
You're doing us a
love
huge
you
favor.
guys.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yes, love you guys. I just think there's so many players in this draft that we talk about every day. We say that there's 7-8 guys. Normally in a draft, there's 2 or 3. I think you just got to take your shot, even if it's not your number 1, if it's your number 2 or number 3. In next year's draft or the year after, that guy could be the potential number 1 or number 2 in the draft because of how stacked this draft is. So I think you got to take your shot, even if it's not Acuff. I love him. I'm not a Wagler fan. I would take Brown over him, but that's just how I feel. I don't think trading down and getting 2 okay guys is the thing to do for the Kings. I think they got to try to find their guy and go for it.
You have anything to say to him, Mr.
You know,
Trade Down Committee?
We appreciate you, Chris. The TDC isn't meant for everybody, but you gave some great reasonings as to why not joining the TDC. So we appreciate you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and thank you for listening. I think he put a huge dent in your efforts.
I don't think so.
A lot of people that I think I might want to join that. Chris called and they're like, nah, he's right. I'm out.
Well, I think it's an interesting thought, right? Maybe you'll get the right one. Because I've been in the conversation, or I've had the thought process, hey man, all of these guards are not going to be stars.
By the
They're
way,
just
Chris, this is my fault. We should have had you tell us what your business is. You're
That's
nice enough
right.
to help our business. We should have.
Yeah?
Yeah. So next time
That
you
one's
call,
on you.
Yeah, it is. Well,
That one's
I mean,
on
you were sitting right there.
No, I'm not going to, that one, more you
But
than
we
me.
appreciate that.
But
I will say that what he said cuts both ways. If it's true that, you got to get that guy at 7 because this draft's so deep, then the guy you could get at 12, you might get 2 guys, that are better in a typical draft than 12 and 17 or
Well,
whatever. But I see your point.
That's
and I think the Kings are thinking the same way Chris is.
That's the conversation of what is the definition of deep? Is it you think they're 10 stars or you think there's a first round full of NBA players? That's what we don't know because that goes
what
back
does the
to
committee think?
But that goes back to why, how people are still saying, I take Cooper Flagg number 1. I know Dylan Harper, it's tough because we just watched him in the playoffs, but Dylan Harper would go number 2 in this draft. So it's hard to make those comparisons. But yeah, that's the conversation of deep. How are we using the definition of deep as it pertains to this draft?
Yeah, and how do you guys in the...
I think in the TDC, the idea is there are a bunch of NBA players and there are stars throughout the draft, but it's not. I don't believe that the top 10 are all going to be stars. But Chris's thought process is, yeah, but there's a better chance that there's a star at 7, and maybe you get one of them, which I don't disagree with.
Now, what's cooking? As I said, Jalen Brunson's reputation and his ranking amongst some of the basketball observers and pundits. I have to admit, I've learned I have a hard time with this, and I have to keep an open mind. Years ago, I remember when Mark Jackson, coach of the Warriors, and I know people don't like to hear about the Warriors, but Mark Jackson said, we have the best shooting backcourt of all time in Steph and Clay. When I first heard that, I thought, no way! And then as you thought about it, and watched it unfold, it's like, yep.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. So I just know I have that initial sort of, no, that can't be right. So now you have, among others, Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons saying of Jalen Brunson, I have him above Nash, Kidd, Sam Jones, Harden, Gervin, and Luka. And we have Bill Simmons making the case for Jalen Brunson as a top 50 all-time NBA player.
Repeat those names one more time.
I will, happily. I have him. This is a quote from Bill Simmons. I have him above Nash, Kidd, Sam Jones, Harden, Gervin, and Luka. And apparently part of his reasoning is, and I know I'm just, grabbing bits and pieces here. He explained on his pod that the whole point of basketball is to win the title. And it appears that if a player leads his team to a title, that really boosts his standing in Bill Simmons' eye.
Same here.
Top
Same here.
50?
Same here. Get him in there. Get him in there.
Like, honestly.
Steve Nash?
Get him in there.
First of all, the first thing and the reason I had you reread those names is, to me, there's only one player that could be considered top 50 out of that 7, and that's Jason Kidd. The rest of those guys ain't top 50 anyway, so we don't even need to discuss that for me.
Iceman?
Steve, he said Gervin?
Yeah.
I don't think Gervin's top 50.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking top 50?
Right.
Steve Nash was a...
Yeah, but we all know he got blessed with
that.
with
Thank
an
you,
extra
Jay.
one. Come on, man. Let's keep it G here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
But he was a 2-time MVP.
On paper.
Yeah.
But he didn't sniff a finals,
No.
And he didn't win one. Like, Harden's not there. Nash, Gervin, Kidd, and there was one more, right?
Well, there was
Sam Jones.
Sam Jones, the old Boston Celtics, who I think was a great player, but I don't know that much about him. And the numbers from that era is don't compare.
Skewed a little bit.
Yeah. But he was Sam Jones, I believe.
He's a baller.
They won every year.
Yeah, he's a baller, though.
Yeah.
He in there.
Top 50.
I don't have Jalen Brunson top 50.
Run him
I
up.
can't tell you everybody who is. I don't have it, but not yet. I mean,
You play to win the game.
You could rattle off. You could probably rattle off 50 that you're like, yeah, that's better. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Not me. Get
Stop
the
it,
lefty.
Alan's just playing around.
The lefty.
Come on.
By the way, Fat Tire Bike Rentals from Chris from Napa.
Thank you, Chris.
Love 1140. Chris from Napa, Fat Tire Bike Rentals.
Like
You're out
that.
there in Napa. Go say what's up to our guy, Chris.
Napa.
Get biking along those grapes. Maybe you'll see DeMontis Sabonis.
I might have to get out there and check it out.
I might need to.
Yeah.
I might need
That's
to.
out, Chris.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks to the Brunson egg and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need.
I'm going to just real quickly pull up the NBA 75th anniversary team.
I'm trying just to be, sensible and reasonable about this, but I am having a hard time with it. It also, it's just a knee jerk. They win a title. He's one of the greatest 50 players of all time. Come on, Al.
Come on, baby.
Uh-huh.
What you got, Jay?
Who's 49 on your list? Danny Avdia?
Don't matter. I know. And Jalen might not be 50. He might not be 50.
They got Sam Jones. He was number 60 on ESPN's 75th anniversary. So it looked like they took the top 75 and numbered them. They had Sam Jones at, would I say 59 or 60?
You said 60.
60, yeah, I'm at 60.
Yeah.
In front of him,
Yeah,
Elvin Hayes, Willis Reed, James Worthy, Earl the Pearl, Pistol Pete, Clyde the Glide, Iceman's at 52, which I figured. Reggie at 51, James Harden at 50. I don't see it. So that's just right around that time. Ray Allen, 47th, Wes Unseld, Jerry Lucas, Bob McAdoo, Bill Walton, Jason Kidd at 43.
Oh, yeah, you can. I'm not going to say who, but you can get some of them out. Out of there.
Come on, man.
Out of there.
If we're going to say Jalen Brunson's a top 50 player, we're saying that MVP awards almost don't count. And to me, they do.
I mean, it gets to a point
But,
where.
Well,
finals MVP. Finals MVP count more. How about that? Because when Steph didn't have one, Steph doesn't have a finals MVP. It was the biggest deal ever, Whitey. You know that. You know that.
I mean, he's on track to be there, but he's 3 All-Star games, and I know the All-Star game's not the be-all, end-all anymore. No MVPs, 1 championship. He's having a great career, and all of a sudden we're realizing, wow, he's probably better than I thought, but I'm not putting him in the top 50 yet. Come on. Not this knee jerk. They won a championship. Top 50 player.
Well, no, but they've been sleeping on him, and now
I'm
you
better
can't.
than that, and you're better than that.
No.
Okay, here we go. Number 40.
Okay.
Patrick Ewing. Is he better than Ewing?
Some call him best.
I'm
all
asking.
time.
I'm asking Alan.
Some would say.
I like how you do it. I like how
Some
you do it.
would
best
say.
Nick all time.
Is he better than Walt Frazier, who's number 41?
Nope.
I mean,
Some would say.
Walt Frazier won 2 championships with the Knicks.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Better than GP?
The glove?
I mean,
Oakland's finest, I know, but
Not yet.
Is he better than Kidd?
no.
No. Better than Bob McAdoo? Not yet. Come on.
I mean, I'm not as familiar with the McAdoo.
Better than the greatest king ever, Jerry Lucas?
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
absolutely not. You
So
know,
he's
know
on
your
your
audience.
Cincinnati
top
Royals.
50 players that I know of.
Literally.
Yeah, okay.
Is he better than Ray Allen?
Oh, I mean, Ray he wasn't a truck.
Ray got what, 2 or 3?
He got
Boston
and then one
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
He might. Yeah, I think he got 2.
I think I got him over Ray.
Conversation continues when we come back. Also, we'll look at the only team in pro sports that's gone longer without a title than your Kings. Next, Sactown Sports.
Once again, the bright lights of New York are calling. And Alan Stiles is ready to answer.
You know, I'm talking to my guy Michael Scotto, and I want to chop cheese. And, if I get my coffee, then I go down to Bodega. I say I need a bagel with lox. Let me get some lox.
So, how about those Knicks?
Hey, you see Brunson last night? Forget about it. Hey, OG Anunoby, where'd he come from? I don't know, B.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Today, we're talking about how you don't have to earn more when you can save more. Okay, so you brought me this stat. T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That seems surprising.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I thought, okay. But when the experts at HarrisX broke it down, it was true for millions of families.
They have a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans and America's Best Network, plus lower bills. I'm not hearing any sacrifice here.
Which is what people need right now. Reliability, predictability. Affordable wireless service isn't a perk. It's a difference. And listeners, if you don't believe me, you can check it out at T-Mobile.com/switch.
Best mobile network based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Based on HarrisX billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. For more details, see harrisx.com/T-Mobile-bills.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
The Steel City comes to town as the A's host the Pittsburgh Pirates for a thrilling 3-game series starting Monday, June 15th. Kick off the week with an exciting Monday matchup, followed by special theme nights and exclusive ballpark giveaways all midweek long. Don't miss your chance to catch rare interleague action right here in Sacramento, where the A's take on the Pittsburgh Pirates starting Monday, June 15th. Get tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets. Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on Sactown Sports 1140.
It's time for us to give something away. Right now, chance for you to win a pair of 3-day passes with music to the X Games at Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. So we're talking skateboard, BMX, Moto X competitions, and demos. You get admission to X Fest, the official X Games Festival Village, featuring sponsor activations, athlete meet and greets, food, and more. Plus access to the live music performances by Cascade on Friday night and Mustard and Subtronics Saturday night. Call in to win right now. If you're a caller, what do you think, Alan? Totally up to you. Two.
Quick one.
All right, caller 2 right now. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Win a pair of 3-day passes with music to the X Games at Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Say hi to Kayla Anderson. She's supposed to be out there.
That's right.
I'm assuming she's out there since she's already competing in something, and they're like, well, you're going to be out there, so can you do the show? I'm just not sure what she's competing in. Probably, I'm thinking a variety of competition.
We got to double check.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see if they have a breakdown of the events and how that all works, because I do think I'm going to go. I do think I'm going to go. I mean, that's the cool thing about Sacramento, having different events to go to, and just unique things to go to. So it's there for 3 days, Whitey. 3 days. So I think I'd like to.
By the way, in the YouTube chat, 11th North, Nash is better than Brunson. Brick Ripsaw, Brunson overrated. Maybe a little bit just because they just won.
Overrated?
Right now, I think it's like an overcorrection. He was probably underrated. Then it's like, whoop. Right now, I think the needle has gone too far the other way if we're talking about him as one of the 50 best of all time right now. So I think it'll normalize a little bit.
That's your opinion.
It certainly is. Yes, it is.
I disagree. He
You gotta-
deserves it all.
Yeah.
Deserves it all.
It's
Now,
just so hard, when you say, so-and-so is he a top whatever, or her, she a top whatever. Oh, no way. Okay, well, then when you list it, sometimes you go, oh, you know what? Yeah, they are. Or, because we don't have that. Like right now, who's the top 50? Is he one of them? No. Well, who is? Well, I don't have all of them off the top of my head.
But would you say, or how much does
I
it
still
matter?
don't think he is.
How much does it matter what he does for the rest of his career?
Matters a lot.
No. If he doesn't win another one, right?
It matters a lot.
So he's got to win. So now, should he just focus on getting that MVP?
Well, he's got to win another one, or else Vincent Goodwill will not think that they're valid champions. And I think that's going to be very motivating for every player in the NBA after what Vincent Goodwill said today on Get Up.
Yeah.
You win one, it's like, it's a participation trophy.
That's so interesting, too. And Jay's on the phone right now with the winner.
Yeah.
You got another chance throughout the week. But
that's well done there.
Thank you. But the ESPN thing, so Vincent Goodwill, you get the call, hey, and I was just on his X earlier, and he had, he still has his pinned tweet, the announcement going to ESPN, and it just comes off as if, all right, so now that you're at ESPN, now you got to say some crazy bleep. And I don't know. We know that Kendrick Perkins has said, hey, they basically told me to be on one side of things because the other person I was debating with was on the other. I even ESPN, though, I don't know if they had him cook that up. That might have been that feels like maybe they didn't cook that up organically, but it could have been a new word to ESPN. Let me shake some things up a bit here. Everyone's zigging. Let me zag, and he zagged. He zagged.
Yeah.
He certainly did.
I just think there was a halfway decent point in there somewhere, but he just had no interest really in making it.
I think he was okay at the beginning where he says the validation thing I didn't agree with. Once he kind of went full Stephen A and said participation trophy, that's where I think even if you made a good point, Whitey, it's going to get lost.
Yeah, which he has since come out and said, I was...
Hyperbole.
Yeah.
Hyperbole.
Mm-hmm. It is not hyperbole to say that there's only one team in professional sports that has gone longer currently without a championship than your Kings. Here's the longest streaks now, Alan. Now that the Knicks have snapped their streak, 53 years behind Jalen Brunson, one of the three best players of all time. Buffalo Sabres, 55 years. Vancouver Canucks, 55 years. The Clippers, 56 years, and they've never won. Since they were the Buffalo Braves, they've never won. Milwaukee Brewers, 57 years, and they've never won. San Diego Padres, 57 years, and they have never won. The Browns, 57 years. They won championships, but not in the Super Bowl era. New York Jets, 57 years, Alan.
Man.
They won Super Bowl III. The Bengals, 58 years. Toronto Maple Leafs, 58 years. Multiple.
That sounds crazy. Toronto? Canada?
Yeah.
Huh.
One of the original 6 NHL teams. Multiple NFL teams at 60 years. Those teams are the Bills, Vikings, Cardinals, Falcons, Titans. And it looks like the Chargers and Lions also. Then you've got the Atlanta Hawks at 68 years without a championship. Sacramento Kings at 75 years. There's one other franchise. You know who it is? Maybe you've already seen it. One franchise has gone 77 years now. Cleveland! The Cleveland Guardians.
Oh, my goodness.
77 years.
They were right there, too.
Bob
that game
Feller in them?
7.
That's a good question, Jay.
Wasn't that loud, so Bob Feller?
1948. I think you're right. I think it was Bob Feller. Yeah.
They were so close. When was that? Was that 2016?
95, right?
2016. Well,
Yeah,
that's
95.
what he's talking about.
Yeah, 2016.
95, against the Braves. Of course, the Cubs, when they beat the Indians, the Guardians. Were they the Indians then?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. The Cubs broke a streak of, 108 years?
You're right. Because
Yeah.
they figured, hey, one of these things is going to end in this World Series.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the sheer math says the Kings should be able to get it done in
within 2 years.
Easy.
Kings next.
Uh-huh.
Kings next.
Woo! Tomorrow we're looking forward to a special edition, or they're all special, edition of In Styles, Out of Styles?
That's right. Time to bring it back. New and improved.
Yeah. Also at Kevin 7 tomorrow, the 7 best top 10 draft picks the Sacramento Kings have ever made. The 7 best top 10 draft picks the Kings have ever made. Sacramento Kings, that is. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for being with us. We're back with you tomorrow. Stick around now because we've got more outstanding sports talk to come. What do you want to hear about, Alan? What's your favorite topic today you want to hear about coming up?
Oh, man. More on the validation sensation. More picks or more championships. More chips.
And if someone wants to join your trade down committee?
Yeah, just hit me up on X. Hey, Alan, I want to join. We'll accept your application. We'll accept the DM as an application. We'll get you something. We'll get you fitted up.
Have a great night. Thanks for listening to The Drive, guys.